Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Confidence. Its one-year mission, to train the next generation of Starfleet, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to help all go where no one has gone before.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nat 13 Star Trek Ascendance.
Nat 13!
Yes.
Your Game Master, Og Schmidt, with me as always, the members of the Bridge Crew. Say hello, Bridge Crew!
Hello.
Boy.
Oh, man.
Cheeks.
Last we saw you all, what a crazy session. What was going to be training and getting to the neutral zone turned into terrifying revelation. Black Opal with the sleeper agent inside, Alice Shaw helping reveal Jamie being a brain slug, and Kessel having two brain slugs that knew Jamie. As you all finding your way here, we've got some fun stuff because before too much craziness went down, more craziness occurred when two triples that Kessel brought aboard multiplied and replenished and almost destroyed the ship. Thankfully, you were close enough to Starbase, Yorktown, Abel, Mondo, McTavish working to get everyone transported down to the Starbase before everything went to crap, and Orson staying on the ship to open airlocks. What you all found, though, of course, is that there very much is a mole aboard the ship, or someone with very ill intention. As you all know, and of course in the recap, someone with commander level rank helped in the fail of Hilton outside the club, and that following hours was able to get aboard your ship, and so much has happened that you know when Black Opal, or rather Black Opal's mother, Onyx, spoke of Sector 31, the deep state boogeyman of Starfleet, something bigger must be happening. Where we pick up now is on the bridge. Thankfully, we've just come out of our little Yorktown rendezvous where everyone but Commander Kessel kind of got a couple hours reprieve. It's the sample the food and sights. Kessel, could you go ahead and give me first roll of the night? Sleight of hand check. Let's see how well you clean the ship. Oh no!
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
That's a 9.
Yikes.
Oh.
Sir.
His spot.
To be fair, does he have hands under there? We don't really know.
Like,
So
mostly the rope just kind of lifts up to
Yeah,
grab things.
yeah.
Most of you feel like it's clean, like spot clean. Every so often you'll sit like in your station, just there's something wet and furry under me, and have to like clean it yourself.
I'm
throw
just
it in.
imagining squelching shoes. Ugh.
Do you have
Exactly.
prestidigitation by any chance?
Start smelling rotting triple
Shoot.
guts.
Exactly. It might require a team building exercise of the whole crew just does it top to bottom, like, alright, everyone pull out your phasers, let's just clean. As you all, of course, back aboard the bridge, McTavish, you have a couple people who would like to talk to you.
Oh boy.
Mondo, you would be able to see Black Opal has returned, as well as the Owl, the Vulcan, who is one of Jamie's direct subordinates in the medical bay, are requesting a brief audience on the bridge with the captain.
Okay.
As they enter, Black Opal strides in, of course, 7 feet tall, 4 arms, now looking a lot more sure of himself. You all kind of noticed when you first met him, not that he seemed off, but it's the very much like, wow, you look different. You're not glowing, but you're definitely different. As he, perhaps now that he doesn't have a secret voice inside of him,
Yeah.
Two secret
Two of
entities in
them.
his head.
Yeah.
is having a much better time. And you see, of course, Vaal, this Vulcan medical officer, very just blank emotion, as Vulcans tend to be. Black Opal, Captain McTavish, I'd like to give you this message in regards to a matter I think is important that many people would agree with me on. He kind of looks around. In the end, I know the matter's not up to me, but I still like to state what I think should be brought to your attention.
Aye.
The matter I wish to bring to your consideration is the promotion of Ensign Alice Shaw for a rank promotion, if not more. In the short time we have upon the ship, I found Alashaw to be an outstanding member of the crew and has always gone above and beyond to show what it means to be Starfleet. Her merit, thus far, only back up my request. As a member of the medical staff, I came in, and without a single question about blacking out after a single drink, she made it her personal mission to help me when others were busy. She discovered I was not drugged or sick, and then refused to let matters go until she was 100% certain I was okay. This led to the discovery of not only that parasite in me, but the discovery of my mother, both of which she severely injured in the line of duty, being extremely integral to the whole situation. She fixed up our shuttle with top-line medical fixings and helped us save 3 lives on 3 separate occasions. She's helped Given discover his origin, she's helped Commander Dawn Treader discover his origins and helped him, like me, while others were busy. She saved the life of leaders in First Contact and has done much more than her team has seen and could attest to. Again, I know it is not my decision, but I would like to put the matter up to consideration for Ensign Alshad to gain the rank of Lieutenant Senior Grade, with that and possibly much more.
Thank you. It'll be taken under consideration.
As he gives this, you watch as Val comes up to you, Captain, turns, Captain McTavish.
Aye.
As one of Ensign Alshaw's superior officer, I am in favor of this motion, and agree with the consideration of awarding her higher ranking recognition. She's going to put her hand on your shoulder. She has gone above and beyond for this vessel and her crew, and I too would agree with her merit. Would you meet me in the hallway as the owl is about to mind meld with you?
Yep. That's what I figured was happening, then when Megan went, ooh.
Well, because Silver, I knew she.
Vulcans do not touch ever, and
I
so
know.
I knew Eleanor wanted to do a quick mind melt thing, but it's so clever how we're doing it sneakily as part of that conversation. I didn't know that was part of the plan.
Grumble, grumble, grumble. Okay.
I have some questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds so serious. Sorry.
Now that Lonnie has gathered us here today.
I guess it doesn't matter. What are some of your favorite fruits?
Anything. Are you coming on Saturday? Is that what this
Yeah,
is about? I'm so excited.
excited.
Thank you.
Speaking of Saturday, I haven't RSVP'd to your friend yet. I don't think I can come because I think that's August's grandpa's funeral.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think we'll be in
Support
Utah.
My heart. Just to
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
stuff this weekend. It is not fun.
No.
So.
So I just had to let you know I'm not just like
Thank you.
ditching for
No,
no
you're
reason.
so good. Go support. I hope you guys are okay. It was- Yeah, my mom was not herself this weekend. It was a hard one. So anyway, any fruit.
Okay.
Any fruit.
Are there any that you are allergic to or
No.
do not agree well diet-wise?
No.
Okay.
I can eat anything and not allergic to anything, so
That makes it easier
happy
for me.
day. Yeah.
Is there anything like one of your favorite finger foods?
Are you bringing more than one thing?
Potentially.
You should just be bringing one thing.
No. I don't get to go to either of your receptions. I've got to help
You're
out
so
here.
Okay, but
funny,
I've
oh
been
my
in that
gosh.
group chat. 3 or 4 other people are all like, "Oh, I'll bring stuff."
Yeah,
Don't
I
go
just want to
crazy.
see if there's anything that she
You're
really,
too
really
sweet.
likes because
Um,
meh.
yeah, no. I just like food. I'm not picky. I'll eat anything. 'cause-
that.
Yeah,
I
I'd
relate.
you could say anything and I'd be like, yes, that sounds good.
Awesome.
So,
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
You're
Cool.
so
Cool. Cool.
sweet.
Speaking of eating anything, today I pulled a rubber band out of William's mouth.
Oh, I thought you said
And
that was
he-
his bum.
I-
I'm so glad it was out of his
worried.
mouth.
I was
No.
so worried.
But funny story about that actually.
Oh.
We keep he's wearing clothes pants and onesie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go to change his diaper, and he'll have cheese slices.
Oh, that he stows
That
in
he
there.
stows in there, and we don't know how because
Oh.
he's wearing pants. He's wearing pants, a onesie above
Oh,
his
that's
diaper.
so-
It's like, how are you getting under all
How
those
are-
layers
how
to
are you
stash
getting
food?
these cheese? Or there's 3 pieces of pizza, not full slices, but we
3
tear
chunks.
out-
Little baby
yeah,
pizzas, yeah.
3 chunks of pizza in this diaper, and they have not been eaten.
That's hilarious. I can tell you something really gross, but it's gross. I can tell you something I'm thinking of.
I have 5 younger siblings.
Okay, so I work with kiddos with special needs, and one of the ladies who works there, she has 3 adults. She raised 3 kids with special needs, and a lot of it was like while she was a single mom,
Mhm.
and she's going
Wow.
straight to heaven.
Yeah,
But
it is.
a lot.
there was a point where she was changing a diaper. And again, they were a little bit older than like a normal diaper age, right?
Okay.
And she goes and she's wiping its number 2. And she's like, what is that? Pulls and doesn't realize it's a stretchy hand. You know the little ones?
Oh my
Pulls
god.
and then it slaps back and then she was like I wanted to cry, it was everywhere. It was so gross. It was so gross.
I
Yeah.
love your warning to that story, though. I can tell
It's
you something
gross.
gross. But
It's
sweet.
funny, but
Oh.
it's gross.
Oh.
But she laughs at it.
I
She's
could
like,
top
"Oh,
that
the poop stories I can tell you." And I'm like, "Oh, Michelle, you're going straight up."
I
She's such a
see.
good mom. Oh, she's so funny.
Okay, I have a gross story. It's
Up
grosser.
there. Whoa,
Are you?
Hit me.
Okay.
I don't get grossed out very easy. I'm
So
sorry.
I have.
I'm fine. I'm just gonna not eat until.
Okay, that's really smart, Megan. That's
I
really
just want
smart.
to make sure I know what I'm gonna hear before I start putting
That's
something in
it.
my mouth.
So I've spent most of my life, like clear up until I was 17. I always had one of my younger siblings in the same bed with me, just because we had so many kids and so
Right.
few beds. So for a long time, I just had my next youngest sister until I started having the babies in the bed with me. And poor Jessie got really, 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 really sick. Really sick. She didn't have to be hospitalized, but it was bad.
Almost there.
I woke up, and for a few years I was traumatized with this because she had puked and had diarrhea, and it was all
How
over
old?
me.
How old?
I was 6 years old.
How old was she?
4.
Oh!
So I woke up because of the smell, and I was just crying in bed. And
Oh,
Dad
how
came
could
and
you
found me
not be
and
crying?
cleaned us both up. Jessie
For
didn't
sure,
wake up at
the
all.
most
That's how
traumatizing
sick she was.
stories.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect.
absolutely.
Oh,
You got
perfect.
your fiance.
That is so.
Was that on stream?
Pepperoni or cheese?
That's on stream. I realized I
What?
forgot to turn that off. Oh my god.
That's okay.
Our poop stories are on stream.
I thought you guys realized.
No!
Marissa forgets half the time we're stream.
Oh my gosh.
I forget.
Recorded
Sorry.
forever.
I'm sorry. I should have reminded you guys.
Perfect.
It's okay.
You're good.
I've said worse things on stream. It's fine.
McTavish, the owl kind of
Here, before we get back in the session, will anyone be mad if I open the window?
Oh, I am.
secondary
so
window.
happy to
Yeah,
have the window
get some
open.
airflow going in.
we
here.
have the
Can we
alcohol.
actually open the curtains because that is blocking the airflow quite a bit. Thank you. Person with long arms who can actually reach.
Or is it just a little stuff?
Stuck.
Okay.
You're making want me to give it a shot?
Nice.
I
There you
just
go.
needed to know if I needed to like push harder or unlatch.
I've been there.
McTavish, Black Opal, and the Owl give you this recommendation of it's basically going from ensign. Normally it would go lieutenant junior grade, lieutenant senior grade, commander. It's basically saying we think Alice should be right below commander level. She has been insanely good at what she does.
Dang.
And you know, that would just
Do we
be
think that's
contact
sus
the
at all or not?
admirals. It may or may not be suspicious, but it is that you guys did meet Alice. She is insanely good at her job. It is
Is
just
that
the
Shelby?
Mhm.
Oh.
And it's also what most of you would know. She is Admiral Rick Shaw's daughter, which might be why she's
Right.
just an ensign. There may have been that, like, we're not going to touch nepotism with a 10-foot pole until they're out in the field, so to speak.
That makes sense.
So they give you all of that just as you will. For the rest of the crew, now that we're back on the bridge,
It's very much streaming.
Ensign Lily Turner still taking you guys to the neutral zone, still on course. Thankfully, after Yorktown, it was really easy to be like, okay, we're still good. Like, nothing's injured in the system. It was just gross, so we can continue on.
Sweet.
So you know within the hour you'll be in the neutral zone right outside the Klingon Empire.
Neutral zone.
Before that time, based on what we found last time or other stuff, is there things people want to start doing real quick or talking to each other and trying to, like, do information? Because we did end on that big revelation
I was
of...
gonna say, weren't we about to
Yeah,
hunt down
find
that cucumber
cucumber
with
run.
the recording device?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just send out like a message.
Cucumber on.
on, please report to the bridge. Cucumber on to the bridge.
Ensign Cucumberon comes to the bridge. You realize he is with Orson. Orson, who was actually kind of like what Kessel and Jamie would have done, is like, let's go check out our stations, make sure nothing's... Just to give the all-clear captain of, like, let's not go back into warp if the laboratory's broken, med bay's down, warp core is ruined. Rushing back in Orson and Cucumber enters in.
I love all that.
You realize the Cucumber is currently cleaning out a set of bagpipes, which the tribbles seem to have somehow gnawed their way into and made a bag of tribbles inside the bagpipes. He's not happy. Cucumber
really
is
hurts
not
both me
happy,
and
Bob.
Bacon.
Yeah, did you see my face?
Yeah, it was gross. He's like, I'm gonna grab my bagpipes to try to use some magic stuff to take care of the tribbles. I'm like, yeah,
can't salvage
make a perception.
that.
And he went, "Bruh," and the triple popped out, right? It was bad.
Is that you have to just burn them at that point.
You
It
gotta
hurts
burn
to
them.
say, but you gotta just get a whole new set.
Orson comes in, Captain, I went with Cucumberon to his quarters preemptively. Cucumberon has his tricorder here. Captain, kind of holds it up, and again, there's no hand, so it's just like, whoop.
If that fucking tape is missing, sorry.
I found the tricorder underneath my bagpipes, and, well, I didn't put it under my bagpipes. You check his tricorder, it has been wiped clean.
Hang on. Who all was in the room with us when we realized that he was filming and said that out loud?
Everyone in this room. Including Orson. I'm
And
NPCing a little bit of Orson
Was
today.
Lily there?
Lily was there, actually.
Because we.
Wait. No. When that revelation came out, Lily did have to go back. She was going back to the pilot to help with Orson's let's get the ship back and ready.
So just bridge crew, no one else heard.
Just bridge crew.
Oh.
Okay.
Now the question is, who had an opportunity to? So we're like, shit. Orson, any way of recovering the footage?
Captain, currently I'm working with several data banks. There is something called the Galaxy in most Federation. It's a advanced form of Earth technology known as the Cloud, used for storing data. But unfortunately, unless I can find an access entry point of data when it may have begun an upload, retrieval may be problematic. As far as I understand, if we were to find a entry point, it would have to have been in one of our first stops during Federation space in some of our first encounters, which may be unlikely, seeing as how we were not directly involved in more Federation spaces until the funeral, and at that point we were in Starfleet regulated data.
Yep.
Last I knew, there was a type of tool that could be used to recover things off of a wiped hard drive. Do we have one of those? I feel like we should, if this is a ship of the...
Want to make me an investigation check?
Why me? I'm so bad at investigation. I think I'm a +0.
If
Yep,
not,
same.
I could make one for Orson.
I would be happy to help him. I'd be happy to help him.
How about this? Orson will help you.
Okay. that's
Orson
fair
will make
enough.
himself the Google search bar, so to speak, and
Okay.
let you kind of plug into his data bank.
That's a nat 20!
Yeah!
That's a nat 20! Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Roll again, you might get double net.
I might get a double nat 20.
What happens if she gets double nat 20?
Then it's
That's
just
on the
right.
floor, it doesn't count.
That is just cool. You guys are awesome.
Okay. It's a 4.
Well, then that 20 was alright. You could have done it without Orson.
Oh my gosh!
Katira,
I got inspiration. Sorry.
tech
No,
like
that's
that
not-
does
sorry,
exist.
I forgot. Okay, continue.
Tech involved in the relocation of a wiped hard drive exists.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is get down to the laboratory using some of the, not xenobiology, but
Mhm.
literally in the astrophysics department where they keep a lot more of our computers, navigation devices. Working through that can take care of helping unwipe a drive. It will just take, actually, would you roll me a d4?
Sure.
See how long it'll take.
It's a 3.
3 hours.
Okay. You know what? Orson. Can we step aside? I'm going to talk to just the captain and Orson about this.
Okay.
Just
Just kind of like a
because-
quick sidebar, yeah?
And I'm going to explain, hey, there might be a way to recover that without having to upload to the cloud. Excuse me. hate carbonated things. Anyway,
I feel that.
so can we have Orson maybe handle this? Because I had a rare flash of genius. It doesn't happen ever.
I got this once. I feel that.
Can we have him work on this? It'll probably take a few hours.
Yeah, Orson.
I'll be offline during that time, Captain. But of course, I should be able to accomplish this in 3 hours.
Okay.
Orson's gonna have to do that heavy lifting of technically that technology. It's again, you're using multiple equipment, so Orson could like plug into the 3 or 4 devices and just kind of like sort it through.
While they're having their little sidebar, can I check physically the space of the bridge to be like, are there bugs being like recorded on those
That's
devices?
a really
or,
good
like,
point.
Is that okay? The only people who like heard our conversations were physically here, unless like was there a way someone could have not been here? And like, does that make sense? Like any spying devices? Could I investigate for those?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what that would be.
Yeah.
That would
It's
make a
investigation
lot of
check.
sense, because if nothing else, they could probably hack
Cucumber
our
on at this point
comms.
just Captain, I need to go keep tending to my duties and yeah.
Aye, as you were.
Right. Thank you.
Remind me,
So 15.
15.
was there something specific we were going to? Or
In the neutral zone. This is actually good. Cucumberon would have kind of triggered that memory. Cucumberon's the ensign during their session who realized there is a correlation between attacks on star bases at the edge of the neutral zone and a what was thought dead Klingon warlord pirate cyborg thing.
That's right.
And so it's that we're kind of the only ship that's available because we just kind of launched. We could definitely go look into this because, and what you guys found, almost 2,000 or so of Robert the Terrible's old crew over the past while has been released or broken out of prison. It's pretty damning evidence.
Yeah.
Yep.
On a 15, Jamie, thankfully there is no bugs on board. You kind of check. And like all of you, it's that natural, like nothing looks out of place, like everything looks fine. Thankfully, no bugs. What I will say, Kessel, you get a alert on your comm badge from one Ensign Tyler Gray. Just, hey, Commander, can you meet me just real quick down in the laboratories?
I'm familiar with Tyler Gray.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
he's helped you out before.
You weird ass, that's what that face said.
He brings down just... So, during the whole outbreak, I found, and he pulls out a tribble. I was hanging on to it to study to see if it would help us kill, and then I got beamed down, and I still had it with me.
You're delusional?
I don't want it.
Like bewildered, like
Facts be facts, sis.
get that thing out. Like
Yes.
taking it, like putting it in a box.
That's not
Like,
it.
There's some like high vol, but like
Facts be
it's
facts.
yeah, it's air. It's not airtight, so it can breathe. But
yeah.
Good
Don't
question.
tell anyone.
oh, not at all. I
Think about it.
really need to go to bed. I'm tired.
Heard. There we go.
May the force be with you.
And also with you.
What?
Catholic?
Tyler looks very confused as he like marries the two in his mind of like. And so you can put that, and that's something. Now that you know what to do with it, you got triple gun.
Cool.
When's the last time we had a long rest?
You guys haven't had a long rest since before all the triple
Oh,
stuff,
shoot.
Okay.
which that was a crazy time. Because again, Yorktown wasn't even truly a short rest. It was, hey, we have some shore leave, and let's go get food. Let's kind of relax. Let's clean
Let's
the
get
ship.
some upper bodies. Like we were
If we're-
doing stuff constantly.
If we're ever close to leveling up, but we just haven't hit that yet, tribbles all over again.
He's like, I've got one, right?
I'm just kidding.
Anything but
Oh, that's
trouble.
good to know. So nothing's replenished.
So you guys could take that like, it's not technically autopilot, but as bridge crew, you could take that like, hey, we're gonna assign a ship to take care of the bridge, and we can take an 8-hour since you're about an hour into the neutral zone anyway, or until. So it's that like we take a quick 8-hour and wake up, and we'll already be in the neutral zone. The ship will be ready. Is the goal.
We need to be careful if we do that.
You said doo-doo.
I did. We need to be careful if we do that, because we definitely don't want the rat.
I already took an 8-hour long rest apparently
That's
for
true.
last session. And secondly, unless you guys actually need to sleep, I don't know how many hours it's been since the Tribble thing or last time y'all slept. Many. Okay, I was gonna say.
It's time to sleep.
Yeah, y'all should sleep then. But I can stay on the bridge.
You can be that. It's you hiring a quick crew. Like, let's get
right.
beta or gamma shift in. Everyone should know how to run the ship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Here's what we'll say. Katira, you will for sure be able to run. You get the con. You get the captain's chair. McTavish.
As I'm leaving, I'm like, don't get too used to it.
But
McTavish,
we know that
Mondo,
I'm awesome as captain.
Jamie, and Kessel. You guys will all be able to go start taking your long rest. Orson is only taking a short rest just because, again, he's going to do that, like, the last of his long rest will be, I can then start, like, doing my stuff. As well as, important to know, the Owl and Weston, Lily Turner, Gibbon, Black Opal. So, strike team and NPC. Basically, half the ship's going to sleep and the other half. So it's technically classic shift stuff. The only real difference is, Katira, you had that, like, fun. You know, it's like, oh, since I pulled the double shift a week ago, I got a day off, and now I'm just kind of offset. Everyone will be able to start their long rest.
I just texted you a question just because I'm not sure about my capabilities for some stuff, so I wanted to.
Quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good question.
Thank you. I might then text you a thing I want to do with that.
Okay.
So.
You're good. Just remember, I don't want a ton of messages unless
I
it's
know,
that
I know,
obvious.
I know.
If I say it out loud, we're doomed. That was a
Sorry.
good. That was a good one. It's like that helps, right?
When are we expecting to go in the neutral zone again?
Should hit edge of neutral space in an hour, and of course, neutral space is however hundreds
It's
of trillions of
vast.
miles long. So it is that like you'll start into neutral zone about an hour. So if you continue at warp for another 7 after that, you get a long rest and you wake up. And it's like great, we're ready to explore, ready to do stuff.
Could I do one thing, like, and maybe it happened like while they were looking at the computers and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but expecting that we might run into the captain or like the evil guy eventually. I just want to make some like shenanery stuff.
Yeah.
And I have the Tinker feat.
Sorry. That's exciting.
Okay.
I love the Tinker Feet. Yeah.
Do you have the Tinker feat?
No. I just got excited because I know what it does. Anyway.
I would like to make at least one thing that just makes like obnoxious noise, and then maybe one thing that makes fire.
Oh, hell yeah. Here's what you can do. Go ahead and give me a quick sleight of hand. You're basically able to take some of the grenades in the brig, you know, in the kind of the armory,
Yeah.
and retrofit them to make an incendiary grenade and a stun grenade. Like, hey, this can normally just explode. If I do it right, I should be able to have something that can light things on fire
Sleight
or
of
stun.
hand.
Sleight of hand.
30, 20. And a 9. Oh,
Okay.
12.
We'll get to that. Yeah.
As somebody who's in charge of communications,
Yeah.
I probably have access to computer stuff.
Yes.
A lot of that. Can I spend before I go to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
or even if it takes a long time and I have to sleep through other stuff later,
Right.
time
Yeah.
looking through and seeing? I know that we're trying to recover the data, but seeing if we can see anyone who goes in,
Oh, clever. Yeah. So like,
like into his room.
it's almost like a keep a watch.
Or back data. See if I
Yeah,
can
see if
Yeah.
anyone did it.
Because here's what's important to know, and you can start looking at this. I won't say it's like free information, but it's something a lot of people would know. The rooms that you all have are personal rooms, and so obviously there's no cameras in there because that's such an invasion of privacy. The other kind of tricky thing is there's technically no like cameras set outside the doorways. Again, it's that hey, we're on a bit of a long year mission. Orson's got a girlfriend. Like, you know, you don't want to be too invasive. So the big cameras are, there's like a long stretch of hallway, and it's a couple floors, this long stretch of hallway with little branches into these little apartment-y kind of areas for 300 people. So the cameras are looking at the long stretches of hallways, and so it's checking that long stretch, seeing, first of all, okay, here's
goes
the
in?
floor, is anyone going, and if anyone turns into this little branch hallway of,
that
because,
his room's on.
yeah, for Cucumberon's room and everything, that's what you want to look for.
Okay. Deal.
Mm-hmm.
There is one thing I wanted to
Do I
ask
need to roll an
Mondo.
investigation or something?
Oh, please do.
That's not insight. It's investigation, right?
It is investigation because I'm looking for something in particular.
Is 15
15.
plus nothing is 15. So really good numbers.
Excellent. Okay. I'm sneaky text. I know we said no more sneaky text. I'm like,
Sorry.
well, these are no for
There's
everyone.
a
Like,
lot
Same,
happening
yeah.
in this episode, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Mondo.
Yes.
Can I talk to you before you go take your long rest?
Yes.
I found out that there was a shared associate between myself and the late Jumbo. Jumbo.
Yes.
Sorry, I keep getting it
I
backwards.
know Dumbo and Jumbo. We've had back to back.
Jimbo.
And
And
Jimbo.
Jumba.
Who's Jimbo?
Jim.
Jumba.
Jim is Jimbo. From
I'm gonna just
Anyway.
put that aside because I can't handle that. All right.
that hurt my brain.
Yeah.
But I was wondering, were there any? I know that you and someone else, I can't remember who, searched Jumbo's quarters. Did you find any records of interactions with people off ship?
No, anything that wasn't August. Didn't somebody go through it first or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
So
who
he
went
got
through
gone
first?
through first, like the ship,
Right.
whatever. Overall, when we went through, we found a few logs of interspecies things, and Orson cataloged that, like right, like breeding stuff.
So,
and on top
actually-
of that,
Okay.
we also found, and this is just between you and me, initially, and Orson wiped to the tape, we found money, and I convinced Orson that we should do something in Jumbo's honor in order to spend that money. So he allowed me to keep that and wipe to the tape. Then we would find out some of the unethical things Jumbo's doing, and now I don't feel so tied
Now I
to
feel
how we
very
spend that
uncomfy.
money. So I got a shit ton of money, but I don't know what to do with it. So
I'm
just
very
between you
comfortable
and
with
me,
the
is
energy
what
we
that is.
agreed.
Does that mean that I know that he got that money because he was giving DNA samples to?
You would
Yes.
know that now, yes.
Now I know that it was
Sweet.
unethical and whatever. So who is the shared contact, may I ask? I with no judgment because you know that I had Orson wipe the tape and convinced him to keep the money. Just between us here.
Spitbox is his name.
Okay, and I knew that he went down to see Spitbox. Who is Spitbox to you?
Someone who has many contacts and connections, depending on what you're willing to give him. And I wanted to know what exactly could persuade him, because what he was asking me when I wanted information was not something that we could give. So
Money or
no, it wasn't.
Not part of this conversation.
The cabin's not here.
Keep your horniness out of this cabin. You're
It's like just walk past.
Bone!
I'm gonna smack you.
The
Just so you
Brooklyn-
know.
She's not gonna give you the chair back, Kat. Okay.
That is very good, because I thank you very much. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
So how do you know Spitbox? Can I ask? Again, no judgment. You know that you've got something.
You know
on
what?
with it.
We're good. Thank you for the conversation.
Fair enough.
Basically, I want to then establish a text conversation. Since I'm on the bridge, I can't exactly have verbal communication with him right now. But text conversation. So I found out how you knew Jumbo.
He'll text you back. Ah.
All right. Would you be interested in some of the same deals he was making with you?
Ooh. Nice.
Thank you.
I love that noise. Ooh. He'll text you. It's very much the da 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 done.
Thinking.
Da 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 da. After 15 minutes.
Holy
Oh,
crap! That
gosh.
was the right thing.
He'll text
to
you and go,
suggest.
I'll have to start you off at my opening price. Jumbo is such a good
Do I
dear
know the
friend.
how many credits he received?
If you wanted to ask
Yes,
me
I
that,
would have wanted
then
to know.
I would have said, yeah, tell me how you know Spitbox.
Well, 'cause-
I'll tell you how many credits.
I
I'm
love
willing
this,
to
like,
share more information.
I knew it from
Tell me
my
how you-
bartender
I want
days,
the-
okay?
You tell me.
I assumed that much. I know that's where you came from.
He
I
could
don't know.
acquire the information and items and
But why were you in need of information and items? I guess is my question.
Because I was. What?
Do you want? Are we allowed to have a hall conversation about this?
Oh
or
my
no?
gosh.
You're pushing mine. Can we do this in the
Basically,
hallway?
I
What's
don't
going on?
want this to be a problem with Starfleet. Okay, it wasn't even that bad. I was just slightly involved.
Mondo's like quietly adjusts the mask and is like, here for the tea.
Kind of, sort of, a little bit of a drug dealer at times. And I'm just not so sure how well that would go over with Starfleet, especially with some of the issues going on with Hilton and so on and so forth.
So would you know who would have done that to Hilton?
Actually, Spitbox might be able to. I might know who would have access to
Yeah, 'cause
those
that was
drugs
a big
because that is the hardest drug on the market.
That was a big
Holy
conversation last week.
Holy
about that.
crap!
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
so
no!
Can I? How many credits did he have?
10,000.
10,000 credits.
And
Because
was there
each
a record
one
of how
is
many samples he
5,000.
gave
Yeah.
Spitbox?
No, because
No
they'd already
record?
accessed that. All that we had was a notebook of some things. Correct? All they had was a notebook. We don't know how
Can
much.
I look at the notebook?
Do I have the notebook, or does Orson have that cataloged?
Orson, I believe he has
I don't
that
think I have
catalog.
that. Yeah, I don't think I have
Okay.
that.
And Orson's right now in that shutdown
so I
Windows
can't
blue
really
screen
access
loading
these
like, I'm integrating
things.
systems. Come back later.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright. So the good thing is, I do have some records of the dealings that Jumbo had with you, Spitbox, meaning that I should have a pretty decent idea of your starting price for friends, such as myself.
yes, our friends. Listen, Jumbo was really cool.
Mm-hmm. And are you saying that I'm not?
No. And there's nothing after, and then you just get the equivalent of a GIF of like,
I have a question. Are you asleep yet, or are you headed to go to sleep?
I'm asleep.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
all curled up in my little
I'm
box.
sending you off to bed if
Your
you're
little
okay with it.
box.
Like,
Okay,
I
that's
have
funny.
Because
plans.
I want to talk to Captain. Can I wake him up and ask him?
yeah.
Oh.
Are we allowed to talk in the hall with people, or is that not a thing?
You can talk to
August?
him in his
You're
quarters.
allowed to either in quarters, anywhere you want.
Because no. I mean,
She's talking to
Oh, like,
less
you guys go
physical
talk in the
out
hall.
am I allowed to have a private
Oh.
conversation that way?
Yeah, I'd allow it.
Would you allow that?
I'd allow it.
Interesting.
I'm allowing it. I'll allow it.
Okay. While they're doing that,
Okay.
conversation with Spitbox.
Okay.
So I can't remember. What's the last question I asked him? That he,
For friends, so I'm not a good friend? No. He's
Oh,
going to
yeah,
message
that's
back because he was trying to figure out. I can't start you off at that going rate because I had to cut a few contacts. I didn't think I would have a guy on the inside for a while. Listen, I can get you started for standard races, 100 credits, exotic, uncatalogued. We'll start you off at 1,000 a sample.
I will review the notes and will negotiate as needed on that front. Another project that I would like you to get started on, and I will acquire certain samples in the meantime.
Okay.
Exchange of information, basically. Do you remember? Oh gosh, I forgot the name of that drug. What is it? The hardest one on the market?
Spice.
Spice. It's just spice?
Mhm.
Because I thought spice was just what they called drugs.
It's more. Yes. You can
Every time
call
I
a
hear
lot of
spice,
drugs
I picture Minecraft
coke or
Oh, I
weed,
see.
but there's strains.
Strains of spice.
If we want to be very specific, there's many different strains of spices.
What was the kind that Hilton had?
Hilton had red spice, which was
Okay.
the hardest.
Right.
Our equivalent of black tar heroin.
I see.
Like
okay.
that's grody stuff that
And-
will kill.
Right,
people,
and again, that's one that is going to be extremely limited, even in the underworld, just because of how lethal it can be. Okay, so there shouldn't be very many suppliers or buyers. So, who do you know has access to red spice? And question: did I ever? You said that I'm familiar with red spice.
Well, this is what I'll ask you. You're familiar, but would you have peddled it, like fenced it
Yes.
around? Okay. Like, well, because that's the question, right? It's like there's a difference between, like,
Mm.
yeah, I can run, like, a couple ounces of little stuff for
Mhm.
friends versus, like, holding big stuff.
No, I wasn't
Oh,
good.
this is
I wasn't a good
big.
person.
This is a big thing. Hold just for a second. I need to look up a note on what
Okay.
this might trigger.
Okay. I really wanted to see if I could figure out the relationship between Jumbo and Spitbox so that I could, because he wanted me to open up basically like we're going to leave a passage open for you to smuggle whatever you want, and nobody's gonna check.
Okay.
And I'm like, heck no, I can't do that. So, yeah.
Spitbox,
Specbots.
Vato Spitbox is going to make a history check
Okay.
on his end to think about his red spice dealers.
Okay.
Can you do the same thing?
What kind of check is it again?
It's a history or lore check. As Vada will see his deal, there's something very specific. I'll let you know. If you can hit a DC 20, you're going to get something crazy good out of your own history.
I know we said no CV text. Do you want me to inform you?
Yeah,
Is this what
it's,
we had?
that'll help me, just making sure who knows what.
Only a 17.
Only 17 for yours. Two.
I have a plus 0,
Spitbox
so...
knows everyone and no one, apparently.
I'm sorry, it's the session after we had that conversation, and all of us are just constantly immediately spamming.
I
all this
know,
stuff.
we
I'm
just
so
off
sorry.
screen we're like,
It's hard
let's
'cause we know
tone
there's somebody in this
down.
room,
Let's
basically.
do this. I like the idea of being more open. Off screen we establish it, and the very next session we're all, you know this, I know. No,
Yeah.
Spitbox will let you know he knows a ton. Like, he'll text you back, pick a number
Basically-
between 1 and 1,000.
Whoa.
I can get you someone. Like, he knows a lot. Spitbox, I mean, Jumbo knew too. Spitbox knows people, right?
That's a
how
lot
he gets
of
his
people
money.
who have
He's-
access to this.
He is what we would call a professional fence. He's not
Mhm.
just like art. He is also
No,
drugs,
he's-
art, people, information. He does it
knows
all,
all
right?
of
You know,
it.
lots of
Okay.
fingers, lots of pies. With that being said, what you would know on a 17, you had some interesting people in your bar at one point.
Okay.
Definitely some spice dealers,
Mhm.
but something is terrifyingly nagging in your mind.
Okay.
As in, you're thinking of spice dealers and the Federation and who I know and who Spitbox knows out of my past. Who would I call? You're not thinking of a dealer, so to speak. Like that, I will say, kind of like Spitbox, you could find a couple if you really tried. Even
Right.
at this edge of the neutral zone. Like, there's actually a lot of people who operate out of a
I mean,
neutral
I guess
zone.
this is a
Right.
huge galaxy and everything.
But there's something that you've accidentally hit upon in your own history that is now going to bug you.
I should have
In
asked
that
for
way
something
of,
in the hallway.
what did I know?
Okay, then I have another question for you. Am I aware of what Val can do? Val, or I'm sorry, I'm screwing up that name.
Mhm.
Am I
Val?
aware of his mind meld capabilities?
Val,
Her.
Val is a female Vulcan.
Okay.
Yeah, you know the mind meld capabilities.
Is she able to help recover memories
Ah,
through this?
that's an interesting question.
Also have a brain slug on the fridge cream.
Oh right, I forgot.
Yes.
So brain slip.
I guess if you want to
I will say,
outsource
no,
it,
I
that's
definitely trust you more. Like, I don't distrust Val. I'm saying that
you
wrong.
can go find
I
the other
forgot.
good person.
I totally forgot that you could do that. I wish I were present last session. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Then I would love to go. I would love to set up, basically send you a message for you to see when you wake up,
Nice.
saying, I really need your help in trying to remember something. This could be extremely important regarding way too much.
This could be good because I make good checks.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
for what I'm assuming it'll be like an insider or something, or maybe like a medicine if you have to be totally wild. Like this should be in my wheelhouse for us. to
Sweet.
find something
Okay, so yeah, I'm sending Jamie a message, not saying what it's about because I don't know who can intercept
You
this.
up?
Yeah. For when she wakes up, basically.
Oh,
Okay.
Jamie, you get this immediately.
good. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll interrupt
Let me
for
know, jiggle.
that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing some sneaky stuff, but I feel like this takes precedence.
Jamie, it's not like, let's all go to bed. And you sit in your room and you lay at the ceiling and you go, and people do things and they,
Yep.
and they,
They're settling down, you know. They're
Yeah,
just
right? Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Jamie
like,
will
I'm
find
not
you.
a
Or
sleepy
would you
animal.
go to Jamie's quarters, or would you come back to the bridge?
I would want Captain. I have an office close to the bridge.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not like directly near the
Then
red room, but
I
you
want
as well.
To
Technically you all
meet
do,
in
but,
the.
like, you three are like, let's.
That
do-
makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to meet in my office briefly.
Well,
That
I
way,
can
I'm not
shuffle
too far
over there.
from the bridge. Okay.
Shuffle.
Oh, did you have stuff in your last?
Okay, so there has been a whole mess with Hilton and his card, security, and one of the things that was especially strange was the spice that was compromising everything, right?
Wait, did I know about this place? Wasn't that like a very well
Not.
kept secret?
Oh, well, in
But
which
now
case,
you know.
I need to tell you. So we found some red spice on it, which I don't know how much you know about that. It's basically
Cocaine.
the hardest of all the drugs, and it should be very difficult to acquire, especially with how much he had on his person.
So we think he got his card stolen because he was high?
But it was probably planted.
Oh.
So, the thing is, I may know. There are certain things in my past, so I may have a connection to certain spice dealers. So, I need your help in recovering a memory about this. Because we might be able to find another lead on who is causing all of the problems here.
Well, I can sure try.
Okay.
You might want to hold out your hand. You'll probably have to hold me up to your ear. I forgot I'm kind of blind outside of body.
Can I also just... Can you please just keep anything else you find between us? Please?
I'm
A
excited.
question for
I'm
us.
so-
I used to
What
be very
exactly-
hedonistic.
What exactly are the limits of like patient-doctor confidentiality? Like, if I find out about illegal stuff, like what?
As a
am I
doctor.
required- as a doctor, what am I required? I just want to know legally, like, what my.
It does not impact anything in Starfleet currently, in which case you can keep it a
If
secret.
it would
It doesn't-
ever
it doesn't
impact
violate
their
HIPAA laws.
service,
Or endanger.
their history, or
Exactly.
endanger other crew members. So, for example, Black Opal had a secret agent inside him. You should tell someone, but you did, right?
Yeah.
Captain was there. You figured that out.
As far
if
as I'm aware,
Katira-
you shouldn't find anything that threatens
If
anyone here.
Katira, this is going to be a wild example. If Katira did a ton of drugs when she was 18, that's not really the problem. If she's still constantly doing drugs
Right.
in her separate
Right.
core,
If
like
she's doing anything
heavy
currently-
illegal, that's a totally different ballpark.
At most, I have like the lightest stuff,
Well,
right?
and that's the thing is like
Maybe alcohol at this point.
the Federation.
No.
Starfleet's kind of cool these days. Not in a bad way, but it's that like if you
They're
have
chill,
recreational
man.
drugs that you can approve with the doctor, go for it. Just don't do it on our time. Like do it on your shift. They're cool with that. It's don't murder people.
That's basically
Right.
what it was, because it was such a big statement of like anything you see keep secret. I just had to know, like, okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, that all should fall under Dr. Patient confidentiality, so that shouldn't be a worry for us.
Great. Okay.
And I will slurp out into her hand.
You know, they told me about this, but oh my.
You can close your eyes if it makes you feel better. Then
No.
I'll slurp into her ear.
Q-tip goes in and keeps going in and keeps going in and keeps going in.
Don't say that now.
I had to at least a
Oh.
wet Q-tip. And it's not as thin as
It's
a Q-tip.
Pascal
Let's
thing, but
just
so much
like it.
worse.
Voluntary.
You are
I'm just
both
a
going to
person.
see a rush of memory. You see Katira's younger, wilder days, the drugs, the parties, the people. A lot of it all. To say it was hedonistic would be the understatement of the century. As Katira, in a good way and a bad way, did things to get her bar, get her store up and running. Nothing that would impact Starfleet. Nothing that I would say.
Oh, good. I was really worried that you were gonna say you forgot about this because you were
Remember
so
when
high
you
for a week or
burned
so.
down an orphanage? Yeah, no. I need you to make me a piloting check, Jamie.
Interesting. Can she give me advantage?
Because I am
she
letting
wants
her
to
do
You are a
whatever.
willing creature.
Yes.
Normally, if it's an unwilling creature, it's a bit of a con
makes
save
sense.
versus con save. That's like, hey, I don't want to be piloted, but you do, right?
17.
17's kind of what you needed. You start looking back. You see Katira in her bar as a couple of customers look pretty rowdy.
Oh.
They are shooting the shit. She goes to collect on the tab, and one of them pulls a knife to the neck. And it's late, no one else is around. You see a humanoid creature in a holy robe enter in. And within seconds, takes out the armed assailants. Who introduces himself as Yorka Zix. And kind of gives Katira the path of redemption. offers her a chance to join Starfleet, or not join Starfleet, but go out and save people. You realize you're getting close. As this happens, this is a big memory. Memories are not like files or paperwork. Think of them like pools of water webbed between that bleed and ink into each other. That when a memory like this occurs, it connects with parts of your life. When you draw on a memory, you are diving into this well of water and finding the branches and pathways of a mind. You start digging deep and swimming through these memories.
That's so cool.
Before the bar, at the height, a very, what we would call, coked out Katira. On spice, and something stops you because it's a name in the memory. Triggered by thinking of Federation and spice, you see a gem woman sitting there to Katira, sliding red spice over. The name's Onyx. Take a hit. Don't come over to our corner booth. You know
like
Onyx
that.
is the name, and very unlikely that two Onyxes would exist in the same galaxy. You watch Onyx sit down at the bar, slide this spice over. Katira's head goes down, just that memory of starting to do drugs. Getting high, everything. The mind starts bleeding. There's cracks then a little bit in the memory, as drugs are wont to do, where it's hard to retain water in a well when other outside forces. But the water's not run dry, because before it's gone, during the night, Katira's mind, that little branch, that 17, finds the branch you need of. I'm not supposed to go check out that booth. And as eyes and minds are wont to do, looks over. You see Onyx, this gem woman. You see another gem, who you would assume is some form of opal. Again, that very translucent, beautiful shine. And they are sitting with a woman in a Starfleet uniform. An admiral that you know, that all of you saw from the very beginning of the sessions. Admiral Stansfield is sitting in this booth,
Wow.
dark. You watch as data pads are transferred between the three, and before too much happens, the memory starts drying up. At this point, other drugs and other lifestyle choices were introduced. Katira goes off, and you know if you don't get out soon, you're going to start ruining your friend's mind.
I'll eat out, because even if there is anything else, I'm sure it's enough to jog for her to figure it out at this point, so I'll scoot out.
Okay. Huh.
Both of you remember this, as again, it's someone else piloting.
So
and
I
showing.
was able to see it at the same time she was?
If you were unconscious, you would have
okay.
no memory.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, that's about what I'd say.
Oh, no.
Can
Okay.
Oh, man. Okay.
Did I ever interact with Stansfield? Actually, crap. Did she do something to me?
I think I would have noticed if there was anything else in your brain, because, like, when I slurped into Black Opal's brain last session, because you weren't here, but when I did that, August, like, told me, hey, this is a full cup, there's, like, entities in here already.
Okay.
So, like, I would have noticed if there was something in your brain. It's not, like, nothing could have been on you, but, like, nothing,
Unlikely.
like, mentally
Okay,
is wrong
good.
with you.
Interesting.
She was the one who I and a couple other people had, like, our
Yeah.
interviews with, right? The
I
really
didn't.
stern one, which is interesting. So do I get the feeling that they were, the two gems and her were all that, like, they were all Sector 31 or whatever, and that's why they were hanging out and doing sketchy stuff?
Would you two make me a history check?
History?
Or
Yes.
lore? You know?
I will
No, I
help
just
her
asked
do it.
if
I
it's
will
like
help her
insight or
do it if you
something.
will let me.
You'll want to make your own
Oh.
because there's different memories you
Ooh,
both will
I rolled
have.
Okay.
25.
25.
Oh, that's a 16. That's way better than usual.
Katira, you see Admiral Shaw standing at the pulpit talking to you guys with Stansfield right behind him. You see these interviews with Stansfield's room with not a lot of people going in and out. Jamie, you remember the funeral with Admirals Noble and Shaw having a bit of an argument at Jumbo's funeral. But that talk of memories comes to your mind, and you think and remember seeing Stansfield standing in the back, watching the two argue. Just watching. Not intervening. Something that no one really got on their checks. Just watching. Kessel got permission to bring his stuff aboard from Stansfield.
And when you say stuff, you mean both the tribbles and the slugs? Okay. So. Well.
Everyone roll me initiative.
What?
Oh, shit!
That's a nat 1.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
that's
not
a
bad.
4.
I might be able to.
Kessel with the 4.
Oh wait, plus 3, so 7.
Oh, goodness.
7. Okay, that's not bad. Jamie with a
Gosh.
18.
Wait, is it something that I can see? Like, is it some sort of visual trap?
Are you on the bridge?
No, we went to her
I'm in my
office.
office.
Yeah.
Is anyone on the bridge?
No,
Oh, no,
because I was
we're
hoping this would
supposed
be
to-
quick. Yeah.
Just a quick.
And Marissa just shouted from the bathroom, "Aren't we sleeping?"
Shouldn't you all be?
A couple of.
McTavish, what'd you
I
get?
was actually.
Seven.
Yeah, you were.
Jumbo Associate Kessel.
The one time you don't pull a sneaky crap, you then get.
But that is also where we're going to take our break for this evening.
Oh no!
So we'll be
That's
back
okay,
in a
we've got, like, 2
moment.
commanders,
Bye-bye.
so we can do the whole
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much that way through
Got
the
it.
chat.
No more stories.
No more stories.
Noted.
We have just entered initiative.
Oh, right. We're
And
screwed.
we don't know who we're fighting or what.
We
Yep.
don't know what's going on.
I left the bridge.
As everyone's indifferent. McTavish, you are in your room.
Am I in my room?
Mondo, I believe you're in your room
I think so. I think I made my way after.
now. For Kessel in your room. So 3 of you are in the lower decks area of the hallways and rooms. Jamie and Katira.
Do you need sleep?
Do you have...
Okay, sorry.
Probably.
Okay.
But
Is there
it's
any
just-
way with your ability to not be surprised?
No, I
I
have just
believe
got
that
shot.
does have to come through your station.
Um.
Do you have the abilities, or can we relook at your power die ability, because it will be very important. Right now, the ship is about to be surprised.
I
But we need to check-
battle stations.
Is battle station...
So if you are surprised at the start of combat and aren't incapacitated, you can expend 1 power die to act normally. Additionally, on your first turn in combat, as a bonus action, you can choose a number of creatures equal to the amount rolled on the power die who can see or hear you to act normally on their first turn.
Okay,
So
that's
I
what I
roll a-
want to confirm.
So
Is
I roll a d8, and that many people plus me can all act normally.
Which is,
Good.
the thing is, it's really just going to be Jamie, so there's no need to roll, thankfully, but this is what's going to help. I just had to check, because some things do say it has to be at a station or a specific event. Jamie, you do begin our surprise round. On the initiative count 20, the ship is about to take damage,
Oh, I don't. like
as
that.
something has just come out of
I know your
warp
baby.
and is attacking. So that's
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 11, and yep, both attacks hit for sure, each dealing 11 points of damage. The shields go from 79 all the way down to 57. With Orson not being here, I will help do that.
How many hours has it been?
Currently, it has been an hour and a half. We were a half hour into the neutral zone. With that happening, Jamie, that is you. You've used your die, or on your turn it would be that. I'm not surprised, neither is Katira. What would you like to do?
I'm going first.
Mhm.
I think I'm going to tell you to wake up the captain, and I'm going to shuffle out onto the bridge
Okay.
and see what I can do there in terms
Smart.
of what would he normally be doing if we had attacked, like what orders to give of like making sure someone's at a gunner station, making sure people are like working on the shields, making sure
There you go.
everyone's like at their stations. Like
Okay.
I'll make all those announcements
Okay.
and just kind of like take over.
Cool.
Spurting on the
You
bridge.
unfortunately can't do it all, but you can do a lot.
As much of that as I can get
You
done.
rush in, Gamma Shift just... Commander, we are being attacked by a Klingon bird of prey. Looming out of the sky. Just as large, if not larger than your ship. The Klingon bird of prey is about to fire again.
Okay.
You watch, there's someone in every seat, thankfully.
Okay, good.
There's just no one in the captain's chair.
Okay.
Which technically makes you acting captain seniority right now.
Yeah, for like the couple turns.
You shuffle in. What do you want the first ship thing to do? You can tell one of these ensigns, but here's the thing. Is it move the ship? Is it fire? Is it shields?
This could be terrible, but I think I'm gonna go with fire because we've already been hit at this point, right?
Fair.
So
Firing at will, Commander. They're going to get that ready and start firing. Here we go. That brings us down. Mondo. You are surprised when suddenly, boom, 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 rocks the ship, and you feel everything start getting a little listful. Again, you've got artificial gravity, so it's not like, whoa, something weird is happening.
Do I know anything of what's going on?
That
I'm
no.
missing,
So here's the thing.
hit
A
points.
surprise condition
Take it.
works as this. When you are surprised, you cannot take actions or reactions, but you can still do movement.
Can I do movement and investigation or?
No check. That's kind of thing is when you're
Okay.
surprised that it's basically
So
you can't
I'm
really
gonna run
roll
to the
anything.
comm station.
You're just
then.
gonna start running.
Yeah.
Gets you a bit of a way because again, you guys are
can
all down in
bonus
the
I
that,
know,
middle.
I
Step of
know
the
you
wind.
said that only she could
Oh,
hear me.
can I bonus
but if
step of
I
the
used
wind?
like comms for the
Oh.
battle station's range, would that have like made more people hear me?
At least everyone who's awake.
I'm gonna make a pure luck check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if so, then I could roll for how many people.
I'm gonna say this: the comms would not work
Okay.
because it would be that natural. I'm going to take off my comms tricorder stuff because someone on the bridge should be able to, out of communication, patch into my room, be like,
I-
so and so to the bridge, right?
Yeah, that's completely fair. I just want to know, like, if
I have to
we
check
could get
because I'm
people-
like,
yeah.
it would have been, but I'm like, I actually think regulation would be you take off, like,
That's fair.
get in your jammies, right? Like, get ready.
So can I bonus step the wind to
Um,
get there quick?
'Cause that's a
bonus
bonus
action,
action.
that will get you half of the way there. I'll
There
say,
we
yeah,
go.
it's a bonus action.
Thank goodness you're a monkey.
Hell yes. Kessel, same thing. You got movement bonus action. So you wake up feeling that boom boom. But we've yet to really hit red alert.
Yeah, I think
Should be.
just feeling that, I would get up and start going.
Okay.
I'm not the quickest guy, but I'm on my way.
Kessel, you are rushing. McTavish.
I want to know what we're fighting so bad.
Yeah, just rocked away. My baby! My baby! I full run out like Ebenezer Scrooge like Geppetto in the original cartoon, where it's just like
Yes.
cap, flashlight, gun.
That's the best. Your gun
like-
axe thing.
Yeah, just full like run into the bridge like that.
How far are you? That's the problem.
Wait, Kashira, what did you get for your initiative?
I got a nat one.
Right,
Plus
I
my
know.
dex. Plus my
Okay,
dex.
I was trying to remember. I'm like, why did I have you before Orson? But yeah, technically in that one. But Orson's also out. Katira, that is your turn as everyone's now just
Okay.
running to the bridge.
All right. Is there an emergency setting on our comms? At least between those who are part of the bridge.
There is.
Okay. Can I access that?
It's you
Cool.
can trigger a red alert.
Okay, I'm going to immediately trigger a red alert. Under attack to the bridge immediately. And then I'm gonna go to the bridge.
Rushing in,
And
puppets in the seat, but I mean, you had to have someone in the seat to start.
Yeah.
am I good to take captains for now? Because I know
Yeah,
that you're
'cause you're
you're better at
higher.
comms and stuff than I am.
Technically, you are first
Yeah,
officer.
for
Right,
officer, it was just
exactly.
that I like got to the bridge.
No. I'm glad you did.
All right, here we
Okay.
go.
So I will see Captain C.
Was that my action to do the red alert, or do I still get an action?
That was your action to
Okay,
red alert.
cool.
Something that bridge crew can do that not many people can't. I'm gonna start rolling to see if your ship. Yikes! On a 13, it does not hit the bird of prey. Just because NPCs are rolling since no one's at the gunning station and whatnot. Katira,
Yes.
as your turn finishes up, we are back to the top. Initiative count 20. Their ship is going to make a special kind of attack. That is a natural 20.
No.
Oof.
I need to roll. I'm just going to do this digitally. That is 4d12. 21 points of damage to the shields. Shields are at 36, which is about 0.5%.
Mm-hmm.
As that happens, all of you feel the ship, which was being piloted to get ready to fight, you all feel gravity gets bad. The left walls suddenly become the floor, as in space, when you're normally, it looks like this ship battle, even though for you guys you're standing normally, it's as if gravity has just changed as they hit an area of your ship to mess with your gravitational system.
I have a question then. When there is such a thing as artificial gravity, it would stand to reason that there are seatbelts.
Oh, yes.
Question.
On the bridge, you guys can immediately do the free action. Tick, 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 tick.
So everyone on the bridge can?
Everyone on the bridge.
Good.
You three, I need McTavish, Mondo, and Kessel, make me a quick dexterity saving throw as the left wall suddenly becomes the floor. and the floor suddenly becomes the right wall.
Holy crap, nat 20!
McTev,
Nice.
boom, 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 boom. Alley cat, tiger. Whew, you are
Nice.
suddenly on the wall. You are fine, my guy.
6.
Kessel, boom. You are just gonna be prone. It's gonna take half your movement to stand back up, but nothing terrible. It's just
Okay.
that like you're on the floor.
Okay, cool.
Mundo.
On another nat 20, that is going to be 24.
I was
gonna
Mondo,
say
this is a
your-
dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh, then plus 6, so
Yeah.
26.
Yeah.
Mondo,
you're fine.
you lanky, raggedy Andy, like just kind of running and just like
It looks
it's
like this was planned.
leaning
You're a
into
ninja.
the side, and suddenly I'm good. You two are fine. Kessel, unfortunately, just prone for now. Literally.
As soon as people are within 60 feet, they are able to move
Can I
twice as
grab
fast.
Kessel at all?
I will get to that. Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Well,
He's too far away.
yeah, because you have a better speed than Kessel. Unfortunately,
Okay, so I'm ahead.
you would have had to have doubled back.
Okay.
Excellent. Jamie, back at the top of the order. That is you.
Okay. Would I be able to like safely wake up Orson, or is that something that could like mess up his processors if he's like in the middle of something?
Could really mess him up, actually.
Okay, so in that case, instead of trying to get him up, how much do I remember about whatever like invulnerability drive and like all the stuff that he was like doing from mechanic session the last time we had?
Hell
combat?
yes. If you invulnerability drive, it is. I'm gonna quick check us.
I was like, how much could Jamie remember how to do for him?
Invulnerability drive. Here's where you get really lucky. You did go to Yorktown, which means all of your nice stuff does reset.
Good.
Like blockade runner,
That's good.
versatile frigate, these like get advantages, and invulnerability drive do reset because you were at a officially thinking starbase to have someone work on it. They do it for free because you're Starfleet.
Yeah.
If you activate it, you roll a d4, and that's how many rounds you are immune to all damage.
That's cool.
So can I like activate that?
Call for an activation, roll a d4.
All right. I rolled a 2.
Two
Okay.
rounds.
did it
Not
on
a 1.
2 rounds is better than
Then we
none.
were
That
six
should give
rounds.
people time to get to the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
That makes Jamie excellent. Mondo, that's you.
Oh, and I
Still
have
right?
a bonus action.
Can I
Oh,
make
you do have a bonus action. Yeah, so sorry.
I can't remember the last time I used my Roar of the Monster. Have we had a short rest since then? Probably.
I'll say you would have had a short rest.
Okay, so I will then use Yay.
It's going to give +5 to
plus
the
5
current
to the
bridge.
next attack, and advantage on Wisdom and Charisma saving throws.
Hell yeah.
Make
Mondo.
the noise.
Can I make my way all the way to the rest of the comms in
If
this
you
movement?
full dash movement, everything, you will get up there.
Okay, but then I can't make an investigation because that's all. my
Exactly.
things. Okay.
What if her pace was doubled though? Does she have to use all of her things?
Yes.
Oh,
Coming
damn.
from the sleeping quarters, that is not like total bottom of the ship, but it is very much kind of like the warp core when we found last time.
Even with the speed of
It's
40
going
and stuff,
all
I
the
still
way
have
up,
it.
and so
Okay.
at the end of that 40 is when you get in that low range. You go, "Whoa," and your speed will double. So you'll get on the bridge though this
Okay,
turn.
and then I'll get to act next round.
Yep.
Okay, I'll do that.
Kessel, it's gonna half your movement, unfortunately, to get up. But are you going to move, dash, or do you want to do any other actions while you run?
Just move, dash.
Okay. Move, run. Kessel, you're making it. Next turn, if you do the exact same thing, you should make it.
Cool.
McTavish, run, dash.
Yep.
Excellent. Boom, 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 boom. You're just outside of meeting. Next turn, you'll be able to move and get there.
Sweet.
So Kessel would be the move dash, but
Yeah.
you'll be able to move and get their action. Orson's programming up, and Katira.
I actually have a couple questions.
Yes.
So it's a
I thought
Klingon
that
ship
was
in neutral
random.
territory that's attacking us.
Yeah.
So is this technically a breach of an alliance? Or
if
not
this is an
because it's
officially
neutral.
sanctioned Klingon Empire ship.
Are there? Am I familiar enough with the military of the Klingon Empire that this is one of their officially endorsed ships?
I'll be very nice, just
Thank
because
you.
first officer, you guys also did really well in your test.
That's true.
This is something out of a history book. This
So
is
it
a
was retired.
bird of prey used in the early 22nd century,
I see.
and they don't make them this big anymore. Klingon ships are what we would say like a quarter size of most Federation
So this
vessels.
is most likely a rogue ship. Okay, that is both good and bad for different reasons.
Right?
Yep.
Then They came out of warp to attack us.
Came out of warp.
So again, someone knew exactly where we were going to be. This is exactly what happened with the frickin' Orion Pirates.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because
Um,
I
Stupid stand
remember
film.
you telling me about the other group and their theory and how that all works, but we haven't really discussed that in our group.
Not really.
But dang it.
Dang it. My best guess is we got a tracker of some sort, and I'm not excited about that. Okay. Then are we allowed to warp within this area?
If you try to warp, that's dangerous.
Okay.
Your chief engineer is booting up.
Right.
Going into warp right now is you need to have time to make the necessary
Adjustments, measurements.
adjustments and measurement, the astrogation checks, and succeed. You need a certain amount of successes, or else you could rip apart your ship, or worse.
Not a good idea right now.
You could start charging it, but that would take all the engineer stuff instead of letting the other engineers start getting you guys power nitro or other stuff.
I see. Okay. Then can I just activate the shields and try to recoup some of the health there?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I think I would
Make me
rather
a
do that
patch
than
check.
corners.
You have a +8.
Okay. That is a 12.
Doesn't beat the DC needed. Currently, it's about a 15 right now.
Yeah, rolled a 4.
And it hurts when you're not an engineer rule, because Orson has abilities to do that kind of on his own. It's
Is
rough.
that an action? I would assume so.
That was the action. And I
Okay.
will say, the DC can get lowered now, but it is that, like, this first round of vulnerability, it's, can we get our shields back up?
Alright.
It's mostly to actually explain it. Your shields are working triple overtime to just be an output of all fours. It's hard to restore shields when they're just on fire 100%.
Alright. Can I use a bonus action to mutter into the comms for everyone on this group to
Bridge.
explain what's attacking us?
Yep, everyone now knows, especially those that are still running up. Ancient Cleon Bird of Prey
Most likely
has
a
just
rogue.
started attacking us.
Okay.
Initiative count of 20. The Cleon Bird of Prey flies in terrifyingly close. Commander, we're reading a signature. I don't know how to explain it. Well, it looks like they're beaming people off of our ship.
Oh.
They've started in the lower decks,
They should not
specifically.
be able to do that.
No, they should not.
It looks like they're beaming off of some of our crew that were down in the lower in
Is
their
the beaming
personal
signal
luxury
coming
quarters.
from their ship or ours?
It's coming from their ship, but it's
Okay.
into ours. It's locked in. As you get, Commander, they just took 5 crew members already.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
Crap.
Yes, 5.
The mental math of a DM. Good grief.
Do we know where their beaming capacity comes from? Like where on their ship?
That would be a history check action of, can I
Okay.
remember old history of. It's one thing to recognize a look. It's, did I ever study where their old quarters stuff were? And again, hope that it's not changed. So as that happens, Jamie, that is your turn.
That announcement just kind of threw a wrench in everything.
Right.
Right?
Right.
But,
Because I was hoping that they were just hijacking ours, because then we could just shut off our beaming capabilities.
what's that? So I've got like a bunch of options in my head. I'm trying to figure out what now with new information is the smartest thing to do. Would it be worth it to take a turn to make some sort of check to figure out how they're like beaming people off our ship?
Go for it. Yep.
What sort of check would that be?
You're going to be using your ship's logs. This is going to be a probing check. You have a +6. It's a DC 15. So you just need about a 9 or higher to try to figure out, can we probe through the ship, get information, how are they doing this?
Guess what I rolled?
A 9.
Oh.
A nat 1.
On a nat 1.
Does anyone have inspiration?
I
Don't think anyone in this group has one yet. Because we used a lot last time for some of our
No,
crazy stuff.
Wait, I'd have initiative. Or
Did you give me inspiration for the
Frozen
time travel
Ultimate
thing,
Nat
August?
20s.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Wait, I have inspiration. Take mine, please.
What did we
Yeah.
get inspiration?
I got it from figuring out the time travel thing.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
me being an
Here's
idiot.
some article
somehow
of
being
like, yeah,
good enough.
well done. Because I was going to say, McTavish, you're technically not on the bridge yet and all that, but
I hate this. I rolled a freaking 6.
Oh,
Can you use your +4 thing?
That's.
to
I-
other, I don't
It's a
think you
reaction
can.
for other people, and I'm out of them all anyway
I
because I
see.
didn't long rest to replenish them.
Well, that sucks. Okay.
yeah.
Zephyrin Klingons.
They are beaming. It could be the fact that this is old
Can
tech.
I call my bonus action and talking and object interaction and everything else? Can I call all of that ability for me to suggest something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember when we found out about the whole Bob Terrible whatever. One of the suggestions that I threw around based on Klingon physiology was if we could figure out some sort of psychic blast thing. I'm not sure if that would be the smartest thing to do, but could we use the same sort of concept of some sort of EMP or whatever targeted at their ship to try and take down most of their systems? Can we, with communications or something, rig some sort of blast pulse thing to send out?
You've got EMP bombs.
Okay.
Yeah, huck some EMPs
Yeah.
or something. That's gonna be my suggestion then.
So,
Ordering that
suggesting out
immediately.
hey, working with EMP electromagnetic pulses, figure things out. For sure. Mondo.
Okay, so have I heard anything about what's happening, or I have no?
I
no
would have.
idea?
You
Yeah,
just
I used
arrived
my,
on the
one
bridge
of-
and
Heard
I did
everything.
say what was going
Okay,
on.
so I know that people are beaming out, and I don't know really anything about why or what.
And when you get in, it's easy enough to get to your chair and strap yourself in with the buckle. So even though gravity is wonky,
I'm
you're
still
sitting
in there.
right.
Okay, and am I able to investigate how that they're doing that? Can I do an investigation?
You want
check?
to do it? Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be a probe action. You got a +6. It's a DC 15. Again, multiple people can make it. It's just that you lose that action economy of who else can do it.
22.
22.
Oh, thank goodness.
Mondo, they've got their beaming technology. It looks like it's coupled with tractor beam technology. It's locating an area of a chip, almost like a sonar, pinging off something.
And why is it the cafeteria that they're targeting?
Because people are going to be in the cafeteria.
What 5 people would have been down in the cafeteria and luxury quarter area? What kind of people would have been down there?
Did you use the
Luxury
word
area
structure?
would be people.
Where did you guys just come from?
I have no idea. I wasn't here.
We came from our sleeping quarters,
Yeah.
so people on break. So were they trying to get us because they thought that we were done with the shift and it was time to eat?
Possibly.
Oh.
I will say, do you want to use your bonus action to quick look up who they took? Because
Yes.
that's an easy, as communication
Yes.
officer,
Yes, I do.
They take strike team.
Ensign Alice Shaw, Ensign Nemorum Herculeum, Ensign Lawrence Cucumberon, Ensign Tyler Gray, and Ensign Lily Turner. All 5 have been taken.
Oh, you took
Okay,
the
so I'm going to
Interesting.
relay that to you.
That is so interesting.
Okay, good to know.
And
On
then
the comm.
anything else you want me to do, Captain? I know I won't really be able to, but next round.
It's that, what can I prep?
Hang tight.
Okay.
Excellent. Good stuff, Mondo.
Shiz.
Question: do you want to be at the gunner station?
Oh,
Yeah, I figured.
Kessel, finishing running in.
Yeah, I would love to run in.
You run in, Kessel, and it's very much the hop into the seat and pull. It's rough when people are asleep because that very much divided the
I
bridge.
have to adjust the seatbelt because somebody normal size was in there before me. I'm like,
Yeah, it's what Ensign was. Okay, now I'm actually.
Let's just fall through the seat.
McTavish, that's you.
Yep. Sweet. I get in, get in my chair. EMP bombs away.
Here we go.
Here we go. You have a +5 to hit. You know a 13 doesn't hit.
What'd you get?
A 7's not gonna hit.
No, sir.
On a 12.
Do you have
Oh,
inspiration?
that's plus.
You have inspiration.
I rolled a 2.
Ooh. You do have your own personal inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, I figured that.
That's much better. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will, in fact, hit.
Oh.
Here's what I need you to roll now for
Here we
me.
go. Here we go.
Here we go. EMP bomb. I need you to roll a combined total of. So sorry, I put my EMP bomb stuff not on here. Here we go. Bombs. Go ahead. I want you to start rolling 2d12 energy damage.
Okay.
Excuse me, 2d10 energy damage. The ship will have to make a dexterity saving throw. On a failure, they will take full damage, and they will be stunned for as many rounds as it takes for them to make a successful tech check. On a success, they will be fine.
11.
11 points of damage. Oh my gosh, that was a natural 2.
Yes.
Meaning their ships just took 11 points of damage, and you guys watch as electricity crackles across like broken ice on their ship, and their ship is kind of stuck in the water until they can get their tech working. Hell yeah.
Advantage.
That'll be my turn.
Orson, Katira, that's you.
Okay, Mondo found out how they're getting people off of our ship, yes?
And who?
Then can we do exactly the same thing?
You want to try?
Yes!
Just yank him back.
Yes!
Here's what I need you to
Oh,
do.
smart.
Can you make me? I had to remember which one it is. It's not a probing check. It's not a scanning check. You are doing an interfere check, which you have proficient. It's a +4 with the ship.
Okay.
Please do so at disadvantage. Oh no, it is flat right now.
Oh, right, because...
Their
okay.
ship did just get knocked out. So any other electrical stuff they're doing?
That is... Oh, plus what? 4?
4.
Okay, then that's an 18.
Oh, damn, bro.
It was almost an
On
at
an
20 and I got
18.
excited, but no.
You are able to patch in. Locating is not the problem. They're located deep in the ship where you could assume is a brig.
Mm-hmm.
You can grab one person right now. Who would you want to grab?
Charlie.
I will say,
I don't
your
envy that
pilot
choice.
is one of the 5. Lily is the one who knows the ship best and is technically the top-rated pilot on board.
Probably should save Lily.
Alice Shaw, Nemorum Herculeum, Lawrence Cucumberon, and Tyler Gray are all ensigns. Not that they're bad.
The thing that I'm most concerned about is information.
Yeah.
And so the 3 that I feel like have the most information at this point are either Cucumberon or Lily Turner, and I don't know which information is more important.
I will
So-
also say part of the reason we're out in the neutral zone in the first place was because
Cucumberon,
of him,
right.
Like he was the one who
So
brought this
that's
up.
what I'm
So
leaning
it's
towards.
That like maybe they wanted him.
I think I'm
specifically
gonna
because of
get
history,
Cucumberon.
Like,
Okay?
Okay.
You, where would you beam him to?
The
Back
bridge.
to his quarter on the bridge. What the? As you look, you realize he actually doesn't have his phaser on him right now. And just, oh, you got me back. Okay, listen, 2 of my friends are on there too. Can we get them out?
We're working on it.
Okay.
just 2? I thought they beamed 5 people.
Well, yeah, no, I mean 2 old friends. They're not Starfleet.
What?
2 of my old buddies.
They are
we were
going
pirates
to
together.
this- Oh, crap.
Wait, we?
Yes. Well, okay, I wasn't a bad pirate.
You know what? I get it. Okay, so first priority are people, members of this crew.
Okay,
Understood. Okay.
don't worry. Nemorum is currently ripping open the doors over there. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah,
He nat 20 to just rip the door off its hinges.
Nice.
He went full rage and just.
I love it.
Wow.
It was
He
exa-
can rage.
Oh, okay, sorry, that was an exaggeration. He can't
I
rage.
think you
Okay.
have to stop.
Like,
giving
what
me
is he?
information. What the heck?
What are you?
An abomination
Katira.
of experiment 626.
So good thing
Yes.
Sanders in here. He would have been
Excellent
right
turn
with
though.
me.
As
Yes.
you've hacked in, you figured out. Okay, we can get back. I will say though, you realize an 18 was one person. It's hard to get people back, right? Even without their systems. That will make back to the top of the order. I'm going to do
Wait,
this.
can I make a free check, investigation, or basically I want to figure something else out.
Yeah.
So we know that they're running this, and we're running interference. If we did something to their systems and nullified it, then would we instead have advantage or something?
It might keep it flat. Right now, with their systems, EMP bomb went off successfully. It keeps their systems kind of down.
Okay, can I, this may not be a fantastic idea. I'm going to get Cucumber on because he's someone who doesn't have anything to do here at the moment. I want to bring him over to my computer and have him start looking up the schematics of this particular ship so that we know exactly where their bridge is, so that we know where to target with the EMP bombs next.
Excellent. And that's a good thing. Lawrence Cucumbron is an ops, so he can do
Cool.
kind of all. Hell yeah. Back at the top of the order. That is initiative count 20.
Disney.
We are back at the box of doom. As
No me gusta.
we need to make a check, they need to get their systems back online.
We were doing so good figuring
Currently,
things out.
Uh,
know.
with their buffs, their ship does have a +6 to get their systems back online. Or, excuse me, part of their astrogation ship check. Patch. The word is patch. They have to roll a 9 or higher.
I'm hoping they roll a really low.
That was a 6.
Yeah!
Very lucky. Very lucky.
We'll take that. We'll take that really.
Nope, can't do it. I had to check that. Jamie, that's your turn.
Okay.
Mondo, you're on deck, and then Kessel.
So as of now, we
But
have.
this is Mark's round 2 of 2 of your invulnerability. Thankfully, the EMP bomb went off anyway, but it is that
How long will the EMP bomb last?
until they fix.
Okay.
Think of it like our kind of stun conditions. You just got to beat the check to get back off.
And so far, we have back 1 of 5 of our crew, and we now know there's like 2. We'll call them civilians there as well that we
Yeah.
want back. Can I give like a help action to the checks to get people back?
Yeah.
Can I like use my turn to
Appreciate
help
that.
whoever's like?
I
Yep.
was gonna see next if I could
I
get
wasn't sure
people
if that's
out.
you or her, but
To
Like,
whoever's
between-
doing it. To
yeah.
whoever's doing it.
yeah, I'll just
Yep.
go help with that.
Hell yeah.
If you do it, Mondo, I'll figure out something else to do. Don't worry. Like,
Okay,
you
but
do
I
whatever
think
you
if
want
we
to do.
both are doing it, then it's double the.
Well,
You only
'cause
get one-
can't
you can-
stack
You only get
advantage.
one. You can't stack advantage.
Oh.
So someone will get a
Otherwise, I
check
think
to
so.
try to beam people back,
We'll
and
see
you'll
if I
get it
need
with
it,
advantage.
maybe. Okay.
Mondo, that is
I'm
your
gonna
turn.
see if I can help beam somebody up.
Okay,
Because it doesn't
go
matter
ahead.
who does it, it's always plus 6.
It's a plus-
Mm, shit.
You've got, excuse me, no, +4.
Yeah.
Oh, it's plus 4.
Yeah.
This is a interference check.
Right,
It's
right, I was
technically
thinking it was
I'm.
the other
It's a
check.
very technical thing of like I'm interfering with
So
your
plus
system
4,
to
but
make
you have
money.
advantage.
So
If I take your,
Help
can
action.
I roll and see if I need the advantage, and if not, should
No,
you
because
use
it's
it?
my turn. Is
my
giving
turn.
You
It's
advantage.
already been done. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a 19.
Okay.
Okay. Because a
That was a nat 13, so 19.
Okay, cool.
23.
2 people.
Yes.
Okay.
Which two?
Lily, Nemorum,
Who is
Alice,
Shaw again?
Tyler.
Alice.
Alice is
Alice was the other
she's the one that
turtle
just helped
that
you last
Shelby.
week
Yeah.
with the pink hair,
I'll take
Shelby.
Shaw and Lily.
Okay, so your pilot and Alice, just here to the bridge as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then who's left? Norm and who else?
Nemorum,
Who is Nomorum again?
Tyler. Nemorum
Nathan.
is the 9-foot tall
Oh,
clone
got you.
soldier.
Okay.
Tyler is the guy from the 21st century.
Yeah.
Gus.
Gus, yeah.
Okay, sorry. Just I need to keep people straight.
People's actual names, yeah. Going on in. That's pretty good. That follows Kessel. That is your turn. What would you like to try to do?
So, can I like think back to see if there's any way that like not necessarily disrupting their signals, but like boosting the defendability of our ship? Like my example that comes to mind is like putting up tinfoil outside so that they can't like. I know that's not what I'm gonna do, but I want to see if there's any way that I could like get that. Kind
Boost the
of thing
DC.
back.
Go ahead. You're gonna make me a.
Basically, putting up a bunch
Um,
of static signals to
yeah.
confuse
You're
it.
gonna make
Yeah.
a ship interference check. So a +4, but you're specifically trying to interfere with your own systems to like make it harder to get.
No.
Go for it.
Oh, what? Our systems.
Well, yeah, like putting up the tinfoil, making a
Oh,
harder
okay.
signal. You're
Protecting
interfering
ours.
with your own signals to keep people
Don't
out.
scramble ours.
That's a nat 20.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. You're gonna make me do things. You're gonna make me play my hand.
I think
That
we're
sounds so
getting
awesome.
smarter with how to do some stuff.
Yeah.
Hell
We're
yeah,
just
Kessel.
rolling okay.
Kessel, you go in. You know. Let's just scramble. Full on, block all signals in and out. That includes teleportation. You'll have to drop it when, of course, you try to bring people back, but that's easy.
Okay.
Nat 20 is keeping you safe and sound.
Yay!
That makes
good
McTavish.
job.
Time to blow
Hey,
him up,
Katira,
please.
you're on. You're on it.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm launching another EMP.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll the hit.
24.
24 will hit. 2d10. They failed the check, but they were already systems down, so it helps. Again, it's like a stunning strike kind of thing of, it's nice that they were still
Yeah.
stunned, but let's keep the condition fresh and new. And
I have a
'cause you
question.
never know.
Did Cucumberon find out the information that I told him to yet?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
He was back to his room, got very sidetracked in their session, and yeah, stuff happened.
In which case, I bet I'd better get
Oh.
on it.
You just brought Lily back.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
And, okay, yeah, I'll
And
explain
Shaw.
something in a second.
8 points of damage.
8
Damage.
points.
Damage. You're fine.
That's looking in. That's you can tell you're starting to lay into their shields. They're very beefy like you guys, but now you're really starting to do damage. When Lily and Alice come in, you realize you beam them in. Alice is kneeling on the floor. Lily is knocked out cold, and her kneecap is blown open.
Oh.
I forgot to mention that when
Well, that
stuff
was
has been
just
happening.
what I did on my turn.
Well, technically, it happened after because you
Oh.
help action. They just
right, this was
arrived.
the one sweet. Okay.
So
So
just like motion to one of the ensigns on the bridge, like get her to the med bay.
yeah, two ends immediately because they were kind of holding action. Like, let's help out our friend. They're gonna help take Lily to the med bay immediately.
Gosh, dang.
They're gonna run over and do that. Katira, that's you.
Okay. Then I will look at the schematics since Cucumberon is otherwise occupied, apparently. And what is it, a plus?
For probing.
Yeah. Oh, no. If we're trying
oh.
to find the schematics.
Right. I'll be really nice. The schematics of this ship. You can have advantage. Cucumberon knows the ship personally. He's been boarded before. You're going to add a +6 to this because it's a data check.
16.
16 with advantage.
10 and 2.
16. You start pulling up. This is Robert the Terrible ship.
It's his ship?
The 16. This is Robert the Terrible. Nakik's personal bird of prey, outfitted. Klingons didn't like big ships because it was like, well, we can't be fast and kill, but it's that, or you get big ship equal big guns.
You could have mentioned this, Cucumberon.
You realize in this that he didn't really have time, as he thought he would have more time.
He's like, I have my friends aboard. By the way!
As you get that, Katira, on a 16, you know this ship has terrifying capabilities.
Okay.
It's stuff of legend. This was used in so many of the wars
You're
to
cracking me up.
destroy the Federation royally. And it's only shown just a little bit of its capabilities. That
Captain,
makes-
I advise we get everyone back on board and we get out of here. We need to put the engineering crew probably on the warp.
tactical retreat.
Alrighty.
That will make top of the order. So, in getting ready for that, here comes their check. That is an easy pass.
Even with the.
Oh no, to get their systems back online.
Oh, okay.
They might still be doing other stuff, but now they're back. I
They
am
blew her
going
knee open.
to
That's
They're
awful.
Klingons.
whatever
The
happens.
kneecap is
Oh.
actually not very securely attached. Like, if
Alright.
you
Yeah.
slice
It
the right
looks-
place.
Ow, though,
bad.
it's just dark. It's just
Uh,
dark.
As this happens,
Does a good job of crippling someone.
Clanners are
Yeah.
gonna fire now that they've got their ship systems back online. They're going to make 2 attacks. 19 19 plus their additional, so 24 and 19 will hit your ship. Can I have? Let's see, who's currently closest to safe flying? Actually, Kessel, would you make one of these checks?
Yeah.
You're going to make me, for the ship, it's an intelligence saving throw. You have a +2.
Okay.
Why would I?
McTavish, as captain, can you make me a dexterity saving throw, also +2? Both these are 14.
That 20.
Nice.
Yes.
Ooh.
17.
Okay.
Excellent.
Thank goodness.
Gonna help halve damage. Man, I was gonna hold back. Okay. I shouldn't say hold back, that's not the word. That's going to be grand total of 34 half to 17 points of damage. Your shields are at 19% capacity.
Ay, ay, ay.
As that happens, the bird of prey is going to do its tertiary weapon, But unfortunately, that does overload it, so I can only do this once. We're gonna roll to hit this bomb. Does a 18 does barely hit. Can I have everyone on board make their own dexterity saving throw?
Is it something that I can see?
This is something you can see as
Okay.
a big old torpedo is heading towards Confidence.
Oh, sweet. Finally rolled well.
That one.
Oh, no.
That one.
Are you
17.
serious? This is Dex with our own buffs.
Dex
Yeah.
with your own buffs.
21.
21,
23.
23. If I was being
Do
really
seatbelts
mean,
give us all advantage?
technically seatbelts will give you disadvantage.
Really?
Well, we can't roll lower than that one.
Because
so.
you're going to want to be able to move right now.
So do you want me to re-roll?
I'm going to be really nice and say,
Thank
no,
you.
I should be mean and be like, technically if you're
But
strapped
you're like,
in.
I'm beating you up anyway.
Exactly. They're going to be doing quite a
When
bit
he
of
feels
damage
bad
to your
about being
shields.
mean, we're screwed.
Yes.
No, it means take it and take advantage of his pity.
Oh, no. I always take advantage of a DM's pity.
That is 18 points of damage to your
Each of us
shields.
individually?
To your
Okay.
shields first, which leave you with 1 shield point. Important to
boy.
note.
Is there a way to like repair shields?
That's what I
What's
was trying
about
to
to
ask earlier.
happen, repairing shields can happen, and, well, Orsten's asleep. Technically, Orsten's ability to reactionary not drop the shields, but he's down. I need everyone, let's see, did anyone roll below, roll above a 15? Excellent. You guys will take half damage.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
I should have raged.
20 points of full damage to Jamie and Kessel.
20.
20, half to 10 for those that succeeded,
Okay.
as
So 35.
this giant missile comes in and you realize it was targeting the bridge.
Yep.
As
Knew
it
it.
explodes right off of starboard of the Confidence, the ship cracks and breaks as shrapnel and pieces of the ship start falling from the right wall onto you. Hitting in a way to break the bridge, so to speak. Instead, just a lot of damage to the bridge. Now, of course, it is heavily enforced. It technically can never break unless you die.
What is my max hit points? Can you see that?
Right now, I had you at 27, but I was at level 3.
Okay,
so
I
if
think
you
it's
just
35.
leveled up, it should be 35.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Heavy damage comes off. That was their big tertiary weapon, though, and they cannot use that because they overheat unless they're out of combat. Which you guys would know, big missiles take time. Like, for example, EMP, you can do 2 more EMP bombs before you gotta reload overheat. Jamie, that's your turn.
So, how many power dice do we have left? We used 1 for the battle.
You still have
stations.
2 for your station in particular, and 6 in a open hub.
I am going to use 1 of mine for bolster.
Okay.
So the power die is a D8, right?
Yes. Bolster
So
is
our
nice.
ship is gonna get 6 extra temp hit points.
Hell yeah, that will help with the shields right now.
That's an action. As a bonus action, can I have someone launch another EMP at the Klingon ship? Can I like?
That would be a
EMP
full
or
action.
something?
Someone is a full action have to
Okay.
weapon. So right now that would be like McTavish's thing. Oh,
And it's
sorry.
still
Are
trying
we
figure
able
out
to
what
have
to
2
do
people
with
on
actions
guns?
and bonus actions.
Unfortunately, no, because
Okay.
you don't have a dual bomb tertiary weapon. This is a single load kind of thing.
Okay.
Yep.
Is you choose a weapon, you fire it, that stuff.
Anything else?
Jamie, I believe then that should be your turn for now.
Yep.
Mondo, that is your turn.
Okay, so who's left that we know of? 2 civilians.
2 civilians and 2 Starfleet members.
Okay. Can I try and save?
Go for it. Make me. It's a +6.
Shit. 15.
Help action?
You can get exactly. We're in a true initiative right now.
Yeah.
You can get 1 person.
Okay, remind me who of the Starfleet is there?
Tyler Gray, who's Kessel's like subordinate,
Can I pull
or
an
Namorum,
Eleanor?
who's the 9
Namorum.
foot tall Namorum. Yeah.
Can I be Eleanor for a second and beg for exhaustion points to get a use back of my sage advice?
Maybe on your turn.
Well, it's a reaction, so it's if I could use
On your
it, it
turn, you
would
can
be
beg,
as
is
a
what I
reaction.
meant.
Ah.
Oh.
Shit.
How rude! How rude!
Did you just flip them off?
No,
Yes.
Namorum, Big old Namorum comes in. He's Captain, I respectfully request to go back to kill them.
Request denied. Walk it off, big guy.
As Namorum is very, he was getting mad and ready to kill someone.
Man, I wish he had. Okay.
Mondo, that's you.
Anything else? Any other checks or anything I should be doing? Or
Only if you want to.
what other checks could I...
It's kind of open right now. That was your action. If you have other bonus action-y stuff, you could.
Okay. Is there any way to see or to mic in to their communications?
That would be a full interference hacking check,
Okay.
but action. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Possible, but
I have a
unrealistic.
question because this might be applicable for your turn now. How are we able to beam our crew? Because we know where they are exactly.
Exactly.
Like, okay, so then what do we need to know so that we can get the other two civilians?
You have enough of a locked location. It's kind of like check the call history and know where it came from. It's just going to be probably disadvantaged because they don't have comms address. Getting them back is a bit tougher because they're
Okay,
just
cool.
civilians.
All right, then you might want to ask Namorum exactly where the other two civilians are because that might be able
They
to
can
help
give
us.
you
Give
enough.
an advantage on the next...
It might at least make it flat.
Or if you're trying to roll, you could get advantage on the next...
Or
try
at
to
least
save.
flat. So if you can
Okay.
ask
Okay,
tell
so
him
can I
what
ask
Their
is
that?
power systems were back online. You have to make that check that you just made at disadvantage.
If you roll higher, it's fine.
So I'm rolling right now at disadvantage to check that?
You're just
Already
rolling
just
one last die.
I just realized I'm like, why? Because the building's already... Yeah, their power system's back online. Was it any
Wait.
worse?
Yeah, it was 2 worse. It's 13.
That is not enough for the DC 15.
Okay,
for
we don't
one
have
person.
Namorum.
You do not have Namorum.
Okay.
Okay.
So he might still kill someone.
He might still
Hope he
kill someone.
does.
I apologize. I forgot the EMP had worn off. They had their systems back online, which
Right,
makes it
I
harder to
should've-
get back.
I'm sorry, I rolled so crappy. Alright.
That will be
Crumb bum.
Kessel. That's your turn.
That's what my father says. I'm trying to be better about my language. I said the
So
bad word
he's
about that.
manning the weapons. Our system, is it still down or is it back down now?
No,
Your
just a second.
system
Like,
is
what I did still effective at this
your
point?
system. You would have to do it again. You think like
Okay.
that last time definitely made it where they could because they had to choose to fire instead of doing anything else.
I
Basically,
would like
You
to do
should
that
send me
again.
the thing
'Kay.
in-
I would not mind if you just kept doing this.
Yeah.
if you can keep nat 20, that's gonna really help.
And I'll
That's
send it to
not
me
in that
again,
20.
just
What
to
do
say.
I add?
Well, you screwed
That's
up, sir.
with interference. It's a +4.
Okay, that's a 14.
Oof. Oof.
A 14.
Just send it to me through Pinterest.
You patch in. It might be easily unscramblable.
Okay.
14 actually isn't great right now because their ship
Yeah.
is very much heavy into this. That will be Kessel. Your turn though. Getting all this ready.
Yep.
McTavish, are we shooting another EMP bomb?
And EMP bombs would knock out their systems if it hits, right?
If it hits and they fail the check,
Yep. Let's do one last EMP.
go for it. Go and roll to hit. This will make, I believe, your last EMP bomb
Yep.
that you can fire before you'll have to spend action to like cool down,
Mm-hmm.
which is rough.
But then you can just use different guns.
That is 18 plus 5, 23.
23. It's a DC 15. That was a rolled 17.
Damn it!
They will still take the 2d10 points of damage to their shields, which again, every bit counts.
Has the engineer or the one department been working on the warp?
Excuse me. I should have had them rolling for that.
Okay.
Because Captain, first off, you guys did say that was the goal.
Yep.
Let me then. It's only been 2 rounds. I will make
Right.
2 checks for them.
Thank you. I appreciate
So,
that.
13 points of damage.
13. Hell yeah. That is going to make their ship. Their shields are starting to get pretty banged up. I'm going to make engineering check twice.
What do they get to add?
Right now, without Orson, it's kind of using just base ship.
Yeah.
So it's an astrogation of +6.
Okay, that's not bad.
A 15 is 1 success. A 20 is 2.
Okay.
A 25 is 3. And a nat 20 is 5.
Okay.
You do need 10 successes total to safely warp. So here we go.
What?
That was a nat 20 already.
Oh my gosh!
Nat 20, you're halfway there.
Holy crap!
Yo.
Here we go.
Oh.
I'm going to the box of doom for this next one. This might do it.
If it gets a nat 20, and
If
that would
August
be a
becomes a
miracle.
god again.
If I
Please,
got
August.
we just need to, I feel really bad I rolled the nat 20 off cam of the box of doom. You need a nat 20 and you're full.
There's
If
no
only
way.
Orson was here because he could do buffs.
There's
But
no
instead...
way.
Oh, the dichotomy.
It's
It's
a
a
nat
nat
1.
one.
Ah!
Hey, what is Versatile Frigate an Orson thing or a ship thing?
That is unfortunately a reaction to the ship. This is people making the ship.
that makes
This
sense.
is a group of engineers all working together.
No, that makes
using
sense.
computer and code and going, can you do this? I'll make this code. You do this check because we got to do a quick jump.
That's okay. A net profit of 5 in 2 rounds, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's insane. Usually you get like 1, 2, maybe 3.
We're
Yeah.
halfway
You
there.
got half. in
Living on a
one.
Oh, we're halfway there.
And I will say, it will happen. We just finished this. It happens at the top of the round after their ship. It's a nat 20 kind of, or a initiative 20 thing.
Okay.
McTavish, that was your bomb. Katira, that is your go.
Okay. I want to tell you to maybe drop your signal, the
Okay.
scramble, because I have an idea. Why don't we just hijack their signal? Because clearly it's working pretty dang good.
Ooh,
Oh,
use their
hijack
system.
Yeah. Would that make it easier, Jack?
It would make it easier, but here's what you know.
Mm-hmm.
High risk, high reward. If you can hit a DC
Yes.
20 with a +4,
Okay.
you've got their stuff.
Would I
That means they can't get you, and you can just get everyone you want out. But this is full box of doom because
my
if you
gosh.
fail, you have dropped any and all
Anybody have
defenses.
inspiration left so you can have 2 whacks at this? Or is this a ship check that's...
It's not a ship.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it is technically a ship check.
It's a ship check?
So we
you
can use
use
a
a
power
reaction.
die.
So we could
Ship's
pull
reaction,
the versatile frigate.
you
Hey,
have
does
2
anyone
rolls.
have a die that rolls a lot of nat 20s?
You need to come roll this in the box of doom. I'm glad I kept the cam up. I had a feeling.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
You get 2 chances. You need to roll a 16 or higher on one of them.
You got this.
Roll again.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That second roll wasn't that one.
But not the first! Was the first one also a nat 20?
The first one was that one. And, the second one, also a nat 1. As you tell Kessel, drop the interference, you drop in, hack into their transport beams. Katira, as you slam in, you've got full access.
I get them all, including the 2 civilians.
Here's what's gonna happen. You can easily get all 4 right now.
Good. Okay.
That's actually easy right now.
Oh, what else do I get?
The key is your engineers are going to have to, if they can get a nat 20 and get you guys out, because in about 2 seconds someone's gonna try to get it back and do what you just did.
Yep.
Now it's a tug battle,
Yeah.
which is not bad, but
Not good.
rough.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is gonna for sure be in the box too. Your engineers need a nat 20. They have all 5. You punch it. McTavish, all you need is the word, and one of the ensigns currently on the con with the pilot can tell you to go.
I actually have a question.
Yes.
Earlier, she used a bolster as a bonus action instead of an action.
No, it was an action.
It's
oh,
a-
it was
yeah.
an action? Dang it.
Yeah, that took my turn.
So
I was going to try and use overwhelming presence.
Well,
they
the different maneuver things I think are different whether they're actions or bonus actions. So it's
This
yours
says
could
an
be a
action.
bonus
Action.
Oh, okay.
your engineers, if they get a nat 20, you're scot free.
Sweet.
Where are we in the initiative order?
This is back
this
at the
like
top.
The beginning. They roll.
The
Okay.
initiative count.
I was
20.
just wondering if they like.
It's
came
a ship
before-
battle thing where when we're in such a individual
May the spirit of Scotty be with the engineers.
spirit of Scotty,
I am bonus actioning.
in the name of
rage.
Gary Gygax and Gene
It's
Roddenberry.
not gonna be good, actually.
Don't we have 2 versatile frigates around if we need them?
If so,
Or
we
was
should
that
use
an
it now.
Orson thing?
That is a +6. That gives you a 15 for 1 success. Meaning, unfortunately,
Yeah.
you still have 4 more successes needed to do an emergency warp. I will now make for the Klingons their roll. They're gonna try to hijack back and do what you just did.
That's either a nat 20 or a nat 1 with that face.
Yeah.
It's a nat 20.
I have to do quick math.
Yeah.
As 4 different people emerge. Nemorum, Tyler, and you see 2 Phylosian Vegetanian people. You see one of them is this large gourd, like 5 feet. The other one looks like an exercise ball, but is a grape. The grape has a full beard and a bicorn hat. The gourd has a full little jaunty bandana and an eye patch, but neither of them have eyes.
Yep. Neither of them are
In fact, neither of them have mouths. But you do hear very clearly, "Oh, thank you, Lawrence, you got us off the ship. Oh, we got to get out of here." The 4 of them that have just emerged immediately start glowing again, including Lawrence, Lily, McTavish,
Oh no.
Alice, plus those 4. Did a quick check, so that's 8. They can get 2 more.
They can get 10?
They're definitely on a natural 20 for a combined total
Frick.
of 13. This item of theirs is their big thing. Yeah, they've got guns, but they're not fast, they're not big, they can do this. They are definitely going for some important figures here. McTavish, you definitely just got taken.
You gotta
They
sabotage
grab
the
everyone
from
in.
there.
They grab their initial 7. They grab McTavish because that's
It'll actually
obviously the
help having a PC
captain.
there, I think.
Right?
Yeah,
They-
that'll be good.
Are gonna take Katira because
I mean,
that's
they just took 3 barbarians back into their ship.
3 barbarians, but it's also it leaves you guys. That's your
I
top
know.
of command and your
We
pilot
lost our
gone.
captain.
Yeah. I'm.
Captain,
annoyed
first officer, and
about
pilot gone.
Oh, they took you too?
Mhm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's located to the bridge.
Uh-huh.
I am going to make a pure luck check. They just kind of have to do this.
So I
between-
hijacked their beaming thing and got everyone back, and then they decided to do it back to us, and they took McTavish and I, as well as everyone that we got, and we're seeing who
1,
else.
2, 3.
Fudge nuggets.
Yeah.
Uh,
They rolled a nat 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's not a good day for us.
Kessel. You are transported off ship. As Kessel, McTavish, and Katira, you are in a pitch black
We only have
Klingon
2 functioning
prison.
bridge crew members
Yep.
right now.
only 2.
I
At
don't
least
like
both
this.
of you are fairly level-headed.
Whose turn?
Here's what's about to happen. That was the initial count 20. Thankfully, you guys are very close. It goes Jamie Mondo. Jamie. Just screaming. I will say, some of the ensigns that are working here start screaming too. Ah! Like,
No,
as.
stop that! Sorry, stop!
You're not
Okay,
supposed to do that.
so in terms of where are we with the engineering thing? Like, how many more rounds?
We need
on
4
You
more
need
wins.
4 more
successes.
successes.
4 more successes
That could be
of-
a nat 20 or another round of a 3 maybe or a 2. Because there's no right or wrong. It is a roll necessary.
Because I'm just trying to like figure out the average of how
Mhm.
long we should plan for being here. In terms of that, like,
I
do
think
I
Your
minimum
just
best
2
case scenario
rounds.
is 1 more round. But that's 1 more round of your engineers have to make a check and they might try to do a beam
Yeah.
thing back. Or if we're being honest, a good average is maybe 2. A round of a good 3 and a 1 or a 2 and a 2 or
Don't
a
we
1
have-
and a nat 20.
Doesn't our ship have a hacking check?
It is hacking. That's what Kessel was doing. It's the interference of like
Well, Kessel just got beamed away though, right?
yeah.
So I want
yes.
to do a step further, and then that's why the reason I was thinking of it as hacking specifically. I want to not just because he was like blocking their signal, and then she like traced it back to like co-opt it, right? I want to fully be that like this is ours now, and see if I can hack their systems well enough to be like we can use it.
You
and they
are good at
can't.
hacking.
Well, but it's the ship's stats. It's not
the ship
individual stats.
But you making it, you can add in your character abilities, proficiency,
Oh,
li-
yeah.
well, little things that you have. It's why Orson doing
Okay.
astrogation, he always rolls with
see.
advantage because he's a droid
pretty
engineer and power die and stuff, right? It's nice to make an
You're very
astrogation check when you
simple.
can add a power die.
So I want to make that hacking check for that, like, for us to be able to bring people back and then, like,
Block.
get their
Jam it.
systems well enough that, like, it's under our control and they
If
would have to, like,
you want
hack
to
it
get
back
people
from us.
back,
Yeah.
you're gonna just need to make it's a DC 20 to get people back.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a 22 to block.
Okay. What am I adding to this?
Right now, you add the normal +4 of the ship for this interference hacking check.
Does she have any buffs she can add as well?
I don't believe there's any
Proficiency
immediate proficiency things that Jamie can add. Unless, Jamie, you can give the help action Mondo. Mondo rolls, it's just still at +4. But it's you are both in agreement of you're the one that's going to try to block us off. Like, we want to get the transporter, get people back, and block them, and I'm going to help you.
Yeah, we could do that. My only other thought was if we were counting it as, like, an attack for the yay bonus, because I don't think anyone's used that +5 yet.
Is it to
Can you use
attack?
a power thing?
Well, the +5 is to an attack.
She's
I don't know
attacking
if
their
this
systems.
counts.
I'm going to be nice and say it counts.
Okay, so...
So it's a +9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Make a +9 if you hit a 20. You can use the transporter beam again, right? Because you already did that hard work. It's just like my turn to use
But
it.
do we want to do that? I'll give you the help action and...
Do you wanna do that?
She has to get
Yeah.
So does that count as her action, or is that a bonus to get
It's
the
an
help?
action.
It's an
Bonus
action.
It's a what?
It's an
It's
action.
an action. So
Okay.
she's saying you're going to roll twice, take the better of 2 rolls, and +9.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Alright.
Here we go.
Unless you're a very specific class, giving the help action is always an action.
Okay.
Here we go. In the box of doom for sure. Hit a 20, you can use the transporter. Hit a 22, lock them out.
So you need an 11 or a nat 13.
Okay, that was the first roll.
Oh, hold on. That was aggressive. Fudge nuggets.
That was the same number both.
I know. I'm aware.
Special rules that counts as a nat 20?
No. Actually, here, I'll make a random ass check. Just because if it's a 7, that does make 3 7s.
No.
It was not a 7.
Dang it.
I had to check though.
I wanted to do. Okay. All right.
That is
14.
only
16.
a 16. You
What are
hack
the
in.
odds?
I will say for Kessel, McTavish, and Katira, you guys that are on the other ship,
It's not
it's
your
immediately
fault.
that like you hear the Vegetarian just like turning, being like, "All right, listen, we're back aboard the ship. Okay, everyone, there was pirates the other way. Grab your weapons," because you do realize you do have all your weapons. Transporters aren't finite enough to be like, "I'm only gonna take you and not a weapon."
Yeah.
So you guys have like phasers, weapons, little things you would have had on you.
This is why I don't like low level campaigns, because there's too much chance of failure.
As
Yeah,
a
have them
bonus,
too.
If you're
but-
level 20 and you're adding +12 to
am I able
everything.
to interrupt Orson's 3-hour?
We've
thing?
already seen that it's going to be extremely dangerous to basically disrupt his process.
If you disrupt Orson,
it could do damage to him.
possibly deadly to Orson.
Yeah.
It's the same
So-
as if you try to
Okay.
warp right now, possibly deadly to everyone.
Okay, so that was my question. Is could
I mean,
Orson
you are
help
at
us?
6 out of. Here we go. Here's what's gonna happen. As again, those on the ship, it's that you are an initiative, but it's that like. Right now, it's starting to run out of the room, get your
Yeah.
bearings. At the top of the order.
Oh, so the rest of us don't get a turn after them?
Well, because your turn is aboard a pirate vessel, where you are in a big old dark room, and it's seeing if there's a door to get your way out.
So do we get to do anything on our turn?
Yeah, do you guys want to pull shenanigans?
Yes!
What do you want
We
to do?
don't just want to sit there.
So that's fair.
That is
For
not.
those in the vessel currently, what would you like to try? What kind of shenanigans are we going to pull?
Are there any other enemies in here?
No, only allies. That's actually important to know. Thankfully, it's not like they put
And
you
they're
in a
not
room.
getting beat right now. Like
Yeah, right.
previously.
Do Orions have dark vision? I don't know if it even
I don't think Ryan's do.
I do.
mentions that. You do?
You do.
Excellent.
You do.
I do.
The door to this room is ripped off its hinges.
Hey guys, door is that way.
Let's go!
Right.
And movement, everyone start running through.
Everybody
out
has
into the
double
hallway.
speed.
Double speed! Oh, that's good.
That's helpful.
Out into the hallway, you are in a prison block cell. there is about 9 other doors, 4 on your side, 5 on the other.
How many people are running together?
Right
All of
now,
us, I would
How many
assume.
is
the
that?
10 people altogether.
Okay.
Oh,
By
oh,
them
excuse me.
moving, do we lose?
9 people. Lily is
I'm gonna
being
activate-
energy
there's a
ball
tracker on it,
bounced
so you know
along
where
by
we
the
are.
grape.
Okay.
So Lily is ragdoll on top of the grape like a bouncy ball and is being boink 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 because she is out cold.
Yep.
Okay.
Father Graponis, since he's not a fighter,
Father
he is a man of the cloth or a fruit of the loom, you could say.
I love
and
that,
he
sir.
abstains from violence.
Oh, this is
Who is this?
it's
Father
a
Graponis.
paw grape from VeggieTales.
Father Graponis, and you know his first officer,
I'm so
Monsieur Lunt.
happy.
Thank you,
And his first officer who?
Monsieur Lunt.
Mr. Lund. Do you not know VeggieTales?
A little bit. It's been a long time.
Parts
Okay,
you don't
well,
do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm loving
They're
it.
bouncing along and carrying Lily because
Like
they're
squash
vegetables.
dude.
It's hard for them
okay,
to fight.
Okay. Thank you.
Lawrence is the only fighter because he's a bard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Your engineers get a chance to make a check because again, best case scenario, you still want people to go, so they're gonna try to prep your warp drive. One nat 20 and that's filled. Plus 6, that's a 15. No, 16. So another success. You have 7
Okay.
successes. You only need 3
3
more.
more.
So that's getting a nat 20 or at least a 25. So a 19. 19 or 20.
All right.
Not
And
bad
then
odds,
the warp is prepped for whenever we want to activate it.
that
basically.
makes the Klingon vessel.
By the way, I assume we're doing like action and dash, like dash and movement.
That is a successful check on a 21 from them, which only gives them 3 crew members, but they are going to grab Mondo and Jamie. Mondo and Jamie, as you guys are whisked away and teleported into the ship, all of you are aboard the Bird of Prey. That means for the ship's turn,
Are we back in the dark room?
yes.
Okay.
But if you have dark vision, then
I
you
do.
see the door is open and you can probably hear us running.
Yeah.
All of you hear.
This is such a problem.
No, they're
The
warping
Bird
us
of
out.
Prey is about to warp.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Okay, I need hacking specialists. Can I go to the nearest panel in the friggin' wall and can we just get into the wires and just do whatever we can to disrupt stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
Here's what
Hail
I need.
Mary!
I
Just
wonder
like,
if that would
gotta
then
do
give us
something.
advantage on this check.
Here's what I need. You guys, it's a race against the clock,
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, in all perfect honesty, you guys can fuck shit up,
Yes.
right? If I let you guys go ham on a panel, it's gonna mess things up in the
Yeah.
ship. They're going to be making their astrogation checks then with disadvantage
Okay.
for sure, which is hard, as you guys know. It's hard
Yeah.
enough to get even 1 success while your ship is doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do a roll off in the ship.
Our crew should still have the +9 because everyone on the bridge, including the other NPCs, got the +5 from the.
But this is the warp crew that are in the warp core.
Dang it.
The engineer crew.
Flipping day. Okay.
That is why we could have been adding that
No,
a long
you're
time
totally
or done
good.
that. It's again, it sucks when you don't have Orson, right? Well, it sucks when any of you are here. It was like when Kessel wasn't here, when people are here, it really is rough. I need who would like to make the astrogation check for your guys' ship.
I'm sorry, Marissa. I love you, not you. You
Yeah.
will do something.
I rolled
I
two
can do
sevens.
it.
All right.
Not that
Okay,
I
Megan?
have a track record, but
You guys get to start.
what am I rolling with?
You get to roll with a +6.
Just a flat roll?
It's a flat roll, and of course, if you can get a 19, you have gotten the DC to get the last 3.
Nope.
What was it?
2. Nat 2.
Oh no.
So 8.
Oh no.
No
Please
success?
tell me the roll, not
The
one.
Cleons are rolling with disadvantage.
Do we
I
get
will let
to
you know,
manage it probably better
you
than
guys
I
need
thought?
3 more successes. The Cleons only need 2 more successes. But disadvantage, they have a similar +6.
Wow.
Can we watch or no?
Carpet.
The lower of the rolls was a
That's
2.
Oh, the lower the rolls
As
was a 2.
all of you guys go to a panel with your guns and swords and just boom, 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 boom.
I'm
It
so
is-
glad you let us do that.
Think about it. There's 12 people in this little prison cell and are just stabbing any electronics they can find.
Yes.
That causes
I want to screw
problems.
them over somehow.
Here we go.
That's the
Jamie,
only way
you
we
did
can.
last time. We're going to rotate out.
This is
Who would
for
like to
Patrick.
make the next check?
Yeah, go for
Would you
it.
like to roll for it?
Okay.
Well, it's you're rolling for the ship even though you're not on the ship
Yeah.
right now, if that makes sense. Here we go. You're going to roll
Add a +6.
at a +6.
A little bit.
That is a natural 20.
Oh my gosh!
Here's the key.
Let's go! One was above a 10.
Your ship is ready for anything now.
Good.
Beam us aboard, Scotty.
Klingon
We can't.
That's
the
the problem.
left as
We don't have people like delegated to what happens.
It's whoever's highest rank over there.
go ahead and make me a perception check, Marissa, just because you're the one that said it.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. You got a whole +1.
I should have brought my other dice. I decided to break these out for a while. I should have brought my dice. I keep rolling at 20s.
The other cells around you are getting loud.
Crap.
As while both ships are trying to boot up, they're just grabbing
So
people.
who all is left on the bridge?
Probably
Is it
no
just
one.
me?
What about Lily?
No one's on the bridge.
Oh, I got grabbed
Yeah.
too?
All
yes.
of us.
The rolls I'm having you make is like, even though you're not there, it's posthumously, even
What?
though like
Well, I thought we zoomed. Oh, they took them all back.
they're starting to just take people.
How long has it been since Orson started that 3-hour thing? Because there was some time.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
We're
So
about exactly halfway. Klingons are gonna roll. They just need 2 more successes.
Hang on. So where are we in the initiative order?
Back at the top. Again, I'm being
Okay.
generous and saying
But
right
wait,
now,
Nat 20, what
you
does
guys
that mean?
on your turn, the bare minimum, if you're all just hitting electronics and trying to fuck this shit up, you're making it so much worse.
I have specific fuckery I want to do on my turn.
Also same.
I can assure you, no matter what you do, it will not be enough to actively worsen the situation or better the situation.
Okay, but like, isn't there a hole in the wall where like somebody tore their way out of the cell earlier?
That is where you guys are able to
Yeah.
have access actually to the ship and
Yep.
the panels, if that makes
So
sense.
there's no like guards or anything
Nope.
that we.
The one guard that was down here has been ripped apart by Nemorum and Gus. As Tyler. He's dead. Oh, he's
Okay,
dead.
Well,
His head's blown up.
right. There's very little for us to work with.
but then theoretically we can just like walk out into the hallway, right?
That's why you guys, I'm allowing to
Mhm.
fuck shit up and rip apart electronic
Okay,
panels
okay.
and stop it.
Yeah.
There is nothing you guys as individuals can do inside of Roberta Prey in this center or get anywhere fast enough without us entering a whole new style of initiative.
So I can't walk out into the hallway and find a Klingon and slurp into their ear and try and make it to their captain.
Because the only current Klingon within a current many hundreds of feet, his head is gone.
Okay.
Because that was what Namor, when their party got sucked in, where we left them off, was they kind of blew up the dude's head with a gun and an axe.
My question
That
is,
was
as far as like
Fair enough.
communications, peeps, and equipment that I was beamed with, can I get into any of that technology and message and see if there's literally anybody on the ship who can help me? That's my question. That's what I wanted to look at.
yes.
Because our ship's ready to go. We just need somebody
Your
to
ship's
push a
ready to
button.
go. I just rolled for the Cleon vessel. I will let you know I rolled the same number twice.
Oh no.
You hear. Yeah, where's McTavish? This seat's a piece of shit. Is everything okay?
Give in.
I just got out of the shower.
Oh, bless. Praise. Okay, so can I...
Oh
communicate
fuck,
to
is that a
him?
Cleon?
Can I communicate with him and be like,
Yes.
push the button, beam us back. We gotta get the heck out of here. We're about to be warped.
Well, it looks like. Hold on. Gibbon's no idiot, even though he
Sounds
talks
like
like
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys are about to go to warp. If I try to grab you, you're probably gonna get slurped in space.
Okay,
Stop
then
there,
just grab
warp.
me. I'll risk it. Warp me.
You sure you don't want me to
Yes.
just follow?
Follow. That's way better. That's way better.
Follow. That's
Because
like
if
almost
they warp-
risk-free.
With all of us, then we're just separate and you have no idea where we are.
Because if you go and they don't follow, It's you.
It's better to follow. It's
And the
better
strike
to
team,
follow.
I should say, and the Monday crew.
It's
They're the only ones
definitely
left
better to
because they're
follow.
nowhere near the
All right,
bridge.
lock
They were-
on. Don't lose us.
I think I got.
They rolled a nat 20 twice.
I rolled 2 16s, which make 2 22s, and a 20 gives you 2 successes.
That's so annoying.
All of
dang
you
it.
feel
So
the
annoying.
silence of.
Oh shoot.
The confidence is following,
Good.
but you are
For
all
the
in
nat
the
20
belly of the beast.
Thank heaven's forgiven, yeah.
You know, I've been in the belly of the
And
beast
that's
before.
where we're
It's a
gonna end
great
tonight's
place
session.
to do some freaking damage.
Interesting. That
This
was
is
a
where we-
very bad choice. That's where we're gonna end
Mother
tonight.
trucker!
I know. Thank you all so much
Oh
for
my
playing. Thank you for watching,
gosh.
and I will see you all next time.
Oh my gosh.
Bye.
Did you have any idea it was gonna end like this?